I got some good stories for us. Let me get that crime music. Hey, it's time for some crime. Y'all see them fierce eyes behind me? It's crime time. I'm hurrying, Foxy. I'm hurrying. All right, so we're going to kick it off. I got one with some action, y'all. It's like 20 minutes or something like that. But let's get it cracking. Yeah. It's crime time. We're going to kick it off. Let's kick it off like this. Yeah. It says wife gets drunk and realized she accidentally murked her husband. Let's go.
You have a warrant, Heather?
What do I have a warrant for?
For homicide.
Not that I know of.
Police have just arrived to the home of Heather Heffer after she reported her husband had just committed suicide.
I didn't think they were that deep, you guys. I didn't do anything. Listen, I know it's just part of their investigation.
At first, it seemed like any other suicide report, Heather showing her emotions for her husband, but that's when officers noticed something strange.
I can just explain, we're gonna, just based on the totality of everything here, it's better that we do a search warrant and make sure you're not removing anything that we would need. Yo, I'm having anxiety.
What seemed to be a simple investigation would soon turn into an entire family homicide, full of betrayal, lies, and even sexual motives.
Please understand, it's just a mess in my head.
I don't think he's himself. I think that's retarded.
From what I'm seeing, I don't think this is something.
You think I did this?
Why the fuck would you do that? Just leave all the evidence there where it should be.
Maybe a little sketch that on your phone right now?
I walked in on him watching once. I told him to just shut up, just shut up.
So you didn't let the officer know you were awake the whole time?
And on the days that followed, this investigation would soon turn into one of the worst and horrifying cases New Mexico ever came across.
I didn't do anything. I understand. I know. I failed. I fucking failed. And I know that. I did not do this. I did not see this happen. I'm not a bad person. I'm not.
It all began in the early morning hours of November 29th, 2020, at 5:40 a.m., when dispatchers received a disturbing 911 call from Heather Fernandez Hofer, reporting that her husband, Robert, was unresponsive. She claimed he had himself, but the details she had given didn't quite add up. Officers were immediately dispatched to the couple's home in Farmington, New Mexico. The responding officer arrived on scene, where Heather led police to the bedroom, setting the stage for what would become a years-long investigation into Robert's death.
That's not like the fakest cry I ever heard.
There's a blood coming from him. On his chest.
And I fell asleep on the couch and I came in here and he was on the floor.
The scene didn't align with a clean, self-inflicted. Officers pressed for a complete, step-by-step account to reconcile the gaps. Heather's explanation introduced inconsistencies that would shadow the case and later come back to torment her.
Was he not that I know of?
Was he laying here in bed moving over the ground?
And when I got up,
Oh my God.
no.
She is so wet. That is totally not convincing at all.
I'm seeing her have a lot of blood protruding.
No.
That's the thing, and that's I told. It's not deep. They were deep. They're not deep enough.
What medication did you take now? Is this medication up here?
I don't know if he took all his pills. I don't know.
It's okay. Take your time.
I don't know.
She trying to work them white girl tears, ain't she?
Take some
Deep breaths. Is there anything we can get you now?
I don't want him to be like that, and I know he's
We're gonna take care of it.
She look like that's Benjamin Button. She an old looking young person.
You see, cases like this start with one call. Imagine this: your name, address, phone number, even your passwords, bought and sold like cheap evidence on the dark web, all because some company you trusted couldn't keep your data safe. And here's the truth: you'd never even know until the scammers show up pretending to be your bank, or worse, someone uses your identity to commit a crime. That's why I use Aura, the sponsor of today's video. Aura scans the darkest corners of the internet for or the
oh wow, that's great.
protect yourself. Start today. Officers carefully repositioned him, stabilizing and preserving the scene. They locked down the bedroom so detectives can take over. What the room would reveal would decide whether this was in fact a self-inflicted wound or the first chapter of a homicide.
I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I don't know what he did. I don't know.
It's okay.
We're going to have somebody come and look at him, but we're going to try and move him to a more accessible place right here, right outside the door.
You should try moving him when you're 4'11".
What's that?
You should try flipping him over when I'm 4'11".
Oh,
He
yeah.
was laying on his,
You're talking to
face down,
Okay.
and I rolled him over, and then
you're talking too much.
Is there any way that I can get you to step out and we're going to end up coming out that way? Or do you want to wait until we move him?
No.
It's up to you. You can stay with him. It's just... I see he's wearing these compression socks. Does he have some medical conditions? Blood clots in his legs? Okay. Did he complain at all about any like feeling of pain or anywhere in his body?
I don't know what he did, you guys. I don't know what he did. I don't know what he did. I just don't know.
Like I said, we're going to have somebody come and check him out. That way, you know, they can front and back look at him more thoroughly, okay?
I don't know.
At this point, there's no way of us knowing.
Now I'll give you a minute to say goodbye to him. We'll have to move you out, okay, so we can conduct our investigation.
The officer needed the full picture, start to finish. That meant a complete, step-by-step account of the night. Who was where, what was touched, and when 911 was called. Heather gave her first full version of events, minute by minute. It sounded promising, but these small details are about to start cracking.
That's what we're going to investigate, okay?
We're gonna have somebody.
Well, let's sit back down and we'll start back on the story that you're telling.
I didn't think they were that deep, you guys. I didn't. I would have taken him in.
Boy, she working them tears.
I would have taken him in. I didn't think they were that deep.
That's where the knife is.
He is not playing with them tears.
Heather, do you know where the knife is that you had, or
He said it was a steak knife, but I didn't see them. That's the thing, is I didn't see them. These are the knives. These are the steak knives.
Okay, we'll check them. We'll take a look at them.
I didn't see it. It was gone.
What was that, Heather?
We went in here.
Okay. Did he do it in here?
Yeah, but I didn't see it happen. Because I wasn't in here.
So he was in here
Yeah, we were
when
in here. And
he stabbed himself?
There's blood. Blood.
She said this is where he stabbed himself, but she didn't see it.
It could be anywhere.
I
didn't
know,
see any
she just
blood.
really need to stop that.
Yeah, it looked like just a scratch.
Until we went down and grabbed him and started to scoot, and I was like, oh, those are ridiculous thoughts. I don't know. Do you know, does he keep his knives in any drawers or anything like that now?
No.
And do you know if it was in here where he ended up possibly hurting himself, or what had happened exactly, Heather?
Yeah. Well, we were going to bed, and he was like, it hurts. And I put him in bed, and
He didn't do any marks on him at that time?
I didn't notice any at that time, and then I went a little later, and he was like, it hurts. And it was the I was like, of course I said dirty words. What the
Did this happen whenever you were moving him on your shirt? You have some of this, some blood.
Uh-oh.
And I took it off of him, and I cleaned it up.
He was wearing a shirt.
Yeah, and now I can't find it. He was wearing a shirt and a jacket.
Okay. So
Uh-oh.
with all that said, and I'm just kind of warn you ahead of time, they're going to probably collect your shirt, take pictures of you and your hands. Just because
I didn't do anything.
Listen, I know it's just part of their
I didn't do
investigation,
anything.
and I just wanted to warn you ahead of time. Just they're going to get here. I don't want you to be surprised by anything that happens. Okay, their investigation is going to be very thorough, and they're going to ask you questions and just kind of try and get a timeline together.
With Robert pronounced dead at the scene, and Heather claiming he himself with a small steak knife, about 8 centimeters long, sharp
Clark,
steel
what
blade,
up?
plain wooden handle. It's on detectives to make sense of a story that already feels off. Time to pick up the pieces of a broken puzzle and reconstruct the night, step by step. But the scene wouldn't cooperate. In the early morning, nothing lined up cleanly, and the harder they looked, the less it made sense.
Uh-oh.
So, ma'am, so I've gotten kind of some information from the sergeant here, but I'd like to be able to talk to you a little bit about everything. Is there, I mean, we can go in this other room just a little bit so we have a little bit of privacy. So I'm Detective Stanton. I worked with Farmington for a while. And again, I've had a couple preliminary, some of the preliminary information that was given to me that I'd like to hear a little bit more from you. And well, I didn't even catch your name. What was your name, ma'am? Heather? What's your last name? And you've lived here at the same residence for 17 years? Okay. You mentioned you had a few health issues.
As one detective stays inside trying to piece together exactly what happened, the other searches the block, looking for anyone who heard anything, especially about the woman Robert once called her lover. 2 doors, 2 neighbors, 2 stories, and one of them could blow this whole investigation wide open.
How's it going, man? Can I talk to you for a minute?
Yeah.
So, we're just investigating something, not at the Blue House, but one over there.
Yeah,
Did you hear anything last night or earlier this morning or anything like that?
I got up at 1 this morning,
Uh-huh.
and I got home. I didn't hear nothing.
Didn't hear anything. So
You know, yeah. Because we live, I mean, our room was way in the back. You could hear something going on back there. I didn't hear nothing.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Did you hear anything last night?
I don't know. Sometime, anytime after midnight, between midnight maybe and 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock? You're out. Okay. All right. I can't say much about what's going on, but we'll probably be here for a while.
Okay.
So-
Does it look like a homicide? Or is it...
Well, we can't say. So,
Oh, okay.
okay. Well, thank you guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. I guess real quick, have there ever been any? Do you know the people two houses over?
Yeah.
Pretty well?
She's been there for a long time, ever since we moved in here like 15-something years ago.
Okay.
And she was there, been here a long time.
Okay.
But
And
she was there by herself for a long time.
Mhm.
The son that just took off in that car, I think he just moved back, I would say 4 or 5 months ago.
okay.
But I don't know where he was at. He used to live there before. Like he
Okay.
somewhere at.
Have there been any problems over there at all between anybody?
I don't think so. The guy.
They seemed like they were happy.
Uh-huh.
I seen
Okay.
him walking every day. Go do their walk.
Yeah.
And I noticed that he was doing a lot of work outside. When I went back, he was doing a lot of stuff.
Okay.
But I don't think they were.
No problem.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't know. It might be something different out here, and there might be a different story inside the stores.
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
know. But it seemed like they were pretty happy.
Okay. Cool. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Is it okay to talk to you? I'm Detective Stanton with Farmington Police.
One moment.
Okay. I guess one of the other detectives that was here had talked to you real quick. Did you say you stepped out of? Were you just outside not too long ago?
No, I just woke up. I work nights.
Oh, okay. Anybody else home right now?
No, my roommate took off.
Okay, maybe that's who it was.
Maybe.
What's your roommate's name?
The BNK.
Shadell.
I see
Shadell?
Yeah.
Okay. And you say you work nights?
Yeah.
What time did you get home?
I don't know, 5 a.m.
5? Okay. We're investigating something that happened next door. Did you hear anything at all this morning?
No, once I got home, I just went straight to bed.
Okay.
And then I just heard you knocking right now.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's pretty, like, you can hear the echo in there.
What was your name?
Dylan?
He just spoke to one of our officers, I guess, before I came here, and I just wanted to ask him some other questions about it. But my number's on top. It's important that he calls me.
Okay.
So like right away, as soon as we
Okay,
can.
yeah, I'll try and get hold on Facebook.
What is
then.
that? Yellow
Okay,
tape?
perfect.
All right.
Yeah, just tell him to call me. Thank you.
Detectives were getting nowhere until a phone lit up. A neighbor said they heard everything. But inside the room, the detectives were still questioning Heather, but the tip wouldn't wait. But neither would her story.
Please understand, it's a mess in my head.
Are we talking like naked pictures?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Is there any like child or anything like that on there?
No.
What types of things are we going to see on there?
I understand. I know. I failed. I fucking
Well,
failed.
I'm not
And I know
saying
that. I did not do this. I did not see this happen. I'm not that person. I'm not.
Samantha, did he have any like history of depression or any history, ideations, anything like that?
Not with me.
Okay.
Not with me.
Okay.
So, we did together about a year.
Okay.
And, not with me. His mom may have a little bit more information on that than I do.
So since you've known him, there's never been any history of that?
No. No. He's always saying that it's the happiest he's ever been.
And there was no argument or any fighting or anything last night? Nothing like that? Okay. No, that wasn't something you did? Okay. And were these, any of your other family, were they awake during any of this that was happening? No? About what time did they go to bed? Do you remember?
Detectives finally had version 1 of the night, but they'd soon realize this story came in multiple versions. For now, the team was split. Was this the act of someone inside the home, or did Robert actually do this to himself? As one detective wrapped up the first interview, another answered a call from a neighbor who wasn't there earlier, and what they shared was truly surprising. Crimes like ours are very hard to produce due to so many restrictions. That's why we made a Patreon where we leave nothing hidden. We keep it all raw. Our team consistently puts a lot of work on this Patreon, giving daily...
Okay, nice commercial, but we don't care.
Hello, this is Dale, the neighbor.
Oh, hey, yeah. And is it Shadell Pete Light?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I talked to your roommate, and I heard that you might have spoken to one of the officers on scene there before you left. I just need to get a little information from you.
Wait, can you say hello?
Sure.
Hello? Sorry.
Hey, you there?
Okay, yeah, I'm ready.
So one of the officers said that you might have heard something last night. Can you tell me about what it was?
Well, I'm not too entirely sure. It was like, I think around 4 or 3 maybe, early in the morning sometime. I didn't look at the clock or anything, but I heard yelling. But usually when I hear that, I think it's the people on the other side of that house. Like, because there's people that in the middle of the night that like walk through here. They like, I guess it's like they take it as a shortcut or whatever. I don't know. There's like random people that come through here, so I don't even know. Okay. But actually, that's what I thought. I thought screaming was on the other side of the house. People coming through that gate on the side. Like it's a one-way in, you know, and like some people just go right through this other gate. So I don't know what goes on over there.
Okay. And can you explain?
I just hear yelling.
And explain that to me. Like, what kind of yelling? What is it? Like, what was going on?
Well, it didn't sound like a violent yelling. It just seemed like it was yelling like someone enjoying their time or something like that.
Okay, cool.
So I don't think it's anything crazy, but I don't know what happened.
Okay. Well, I sure appreciate it. That helps a little bit. So.
Okay.
If I have any other questions, I'll give you a call. This is my number, so if you see it come up on your phone, just answer for me, please.
Okay. Yeah. I won't be home, so just give me a call. Or, yeah, whenever.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you, sir.
Detectives confirmed there was shouting, which was impossible to ignore. But was it harmless banter, or the plot to something darker? Meanwhile, another team moved towards the bedroom, the room where it all happened, ready to collect every clue that could end this case.
I don't know, maybe those do look... I don't know, that one looks kind of deep. So on the left looks...
There. Check all those items. I don't know how... I don't know how I got to here. Well, she said that...
When she came in... Oh, gosh dang it.
Fucked up. She was laying right here. The floor was cracked up. There's much for us to walk in the room. And the wounds look super superficial. Like they're scratches. Okay. And so when we went to go rolling over to the blanket arm to move and just get up to open the door. Okay. That's when I looked down. I was like, oh, those are lovely. Those are just scratches.
So she said he was laying on top of the laptop on the floor. His face was. She said she turned him over. Said his mouth, he had throw up in his mouth.
There's definitely... Here's the shirt.
Yeah, she said t-shirt and like a light sweatshirt. So that's that.
So let's make it clear to her that we're searching. Okay. And we're searching for evidence related to this.
Okay.
She has rights that need to be understood, because what I don't want to have happen is to have this turn into, everything's different, right? That's why. So I want to make sure that we have valid consent. So make sure
do you want me to Mirandize her at this point too?
You should not really. Right.
Officers felt a shift. This no longer looked like a simple suicide. Details don't line up. The room reads wrong, and the story started to crack. Something darker may have unfolded here. From this moment, it stops being a medical call, but becomes a hunt for a killer.
I can just explain. We're gonna, just based on the totality of everything here, it's better that we do a search warrant on residence. And for us to do that correctly and process it, it's going to be better that we probably have you guys out of the house.
Are we going to be there for a long time?
A search warrant can take a little while. It can take a while because we have to get approval from multiple people. But in the meantime, while we're applying for that, there's question. I was explaining to your mother that there's more questions that we have to that we need answers to. I feel like we can probably facilitate that better up at the police department. Okay. So since we're applying for a search warrant, guys, I just have to keep an eye on you guys.
Okay.
And make sure you're not removing anything that we wouldn't need. If you don't mind, just show me what you have in the bag already.
Wipes.
Can you just remove those items for me real quick?
Get it out of there.
That's it. Can I look in there real quick?
Yep, you're doing too much, boy. Let me look in your bag, boy.
I'm not concerned about marijuana or anything like that. We're really not. Okay. So just leave all that stuff, okay? I promise you, I'm not going to be, we're not here for that.
Right.
Not here for that at all, okay? So just take the essentials that you guys need, and that's it.
Yo, I'm having anxiety.
Detectives were stunned by the contradictions. The scene was cleared. Heather and her son Tyler, the only two present when it happened, are brought in for questioning. Tyler sat down for a short, careful opener. But that's when the cracks began to show. As the interview deepens, timelines wobble and details shift, pushing detectives to rethink the night entirely.
So here's the thing, we have to talk to you guys separately. I need to get your statements as far as what's going on. I just want you to know that doesn't mean you're in any kind of trouble. Okay? First things first, can I get you a cup of water or something like that? No? You're fine? Okay. So, once again, my name is Detective Martinez with the Department of Police Department. Okay. So I heard there was an unfortunate situation or incident that happened this morning. And so I'm kind of here to just get everybody's statement. We're all participating to help get statements and stuff like that as to inquire about what happened last night. With that being said, so like I said, you're not in any kind of trouble or anything like that. So once again, walk me through what happened last night. So I don't know, just what happened yesterday. Like, what you guys have going on and stuff.
All right. So yesterday, we had planned to go to the dump because we had the trailer for doing stuff, and then we had all the trash. We were going to the dump.
Why they
and
always
then
talking
we went to
without
the dump,
a lawyer?
and then my best friend's mom needed help with the storage unit, so she called and was like, "Hey man, I need your help." So I got dropped off at my friend's mom's house, went into the storage unit, and got home around 4:30. So then I kicked it with my son, smoked a little bit, and then 7 o'clock, gave him a bath. After his bath, I took my medication, took a shower with my girlfriend, because she can't shower by herself right now because she just had surgery. And then after that, Robert and my mom had my kids for an hour, and then I went to bed.
Did you hear any arguing over? Did you hear anybody crying?
I didn't hear anybody crying, but I can't.
Did you hear anybody arguing?
No. Like I said, the last time I even saw them getting close to arguing was Thanksgiving.
So there were several complaints prior to the cops arriving that said that they heard a lot of screaming and stuff like that, and they heard male and females yelling and stuff, and they were coming from obviously from the area where you guys live.
I didn't hear anything. I was asleep. Once like everything is bedtime, we just stay in our room because it's bedtime.
Yeah, right.
I didn't hear them arguing. But also when I take my medication, it takes an act of God to wake me up. Like my girlfriend literally has to almost hit me to wake me up. She doesn't hit me or anything like that. Don't. But she does have to
Too much information.
But I didn't hear anything. The last thing I heard was them joking around about the half-naked girls on Fallout. And that was it.
While Tyler is being questioned a few rooms down, Heather is in a mess of her own. The tone couldn't be more different. Detectives go gentle with Tyler, but turn up the pressure on Heather, circling timelines and probing for the slip she can't take back.
Okay, so, a couple things I didn't ask before too, just trying to think of things so I don't leave anything out, but when you, I'm trying to figure out, when you guys were all done in the office, like when you guys were ready for bed, did you guys leave the office together? Did he leave before you to go to bed?
We left the office together, and I got him in bed, and I went downstairs and messed around on my phone.
Okay, so you walked him to the bedroom?
Yes.
Okay. And he initially complained of some chest pain.
I didn't see anything, and
You weren't concerned about that because he had some other pain or something like that? He complains of something?
Yeah. Well, like I told you, we were at the dump, and we had like a lot of insulation and stuff, and you're chucking it, and I don't know if it was like he breathed it in or, so, and he, often complains about pain. Big old man, and everything was always hurting.
Okay.
His feet, his elbows, his head, he had a lot of pain.
Okay. Okay, so then when you did find him in the bedroom, when you went back in later and noticed he had some injuries and he had wet the bed, where was he laying in the bed? Was he laying to, do you guys have a certain side of the bed that you lay on?
His side is right, this side by the door.
This is the closest to the door? Okay, was he laying in there? How was he laying on there?
On his side?
Laying on his side, left side or right side?
The right side.
So he's lying on his right side. Is he right-handed?
Yes.
How did you notice that he had wet the bed, I guess is my question? Did you, with the covers off of him, or you put your hand in it? Okay, were you getting ready, how did that happen? Because were you going to go, you were going to go get in bed? Okay, so you went to go climb over him, or what, explain?
Yeah.
Okay. You felt something wet in the bed, and then...
I'm here.
So then, did you notice he wet the bed first, or was he bleeding first? What did you notice first?
That's me buzzing, sorry. The bleeding.
You noticed he was bleeding first?
I'm trying to think back. Sorry, it's all just a cluster of mess in my head.
Okay.
Please understand, it's a mess in my head.
What all is on those computers? You gaming? What else might be on there?
Oh yeah, there's gaming. You'll find some pictures.
What are we talking about?
About?
What do you mean? You have to explain that to me. Are we talking naked pictures?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Were you guys both into that type of thing? So there'll be those, but there won't be any pictures of anybody else on there, just you and him probably? Is there any other, I guess what I'm getting at, is there any other type of pornography on the computer that we need to be aware of?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Not that you know of? And it's not really an issue unless it's something that is illegal? Is there any child pornography or anything like that on there?
No.
Okay. What types of things are we going to see on there?
So, waiting.
Well, we're adults, you can tell me. What are you guys into? What do you guys...
You'll just see pictures of us, and you'll see a couple videos, and because he likes to watch.
Okay.
I should say.
Okay. I mean, were you guys into like any type like of like BDSM or anything like that type of stuff?
You know, but you'll find all kinds of shit in the top drawer right now.
Like what type of stuff?
Toys and stuff.
Okay. You know what I'm talking about with like BDSM
Yes.
and all that stuff. You guys didn't like to tie each other up or hurt each other or anything like that? That wasn't your thing? Your guys' thing? His thing or your thing?
It wasn't his thing.
Okay. Your thing?
Years and years and years and years and years and years, years ago.
You lying. You a freak.
This is not normal.
I know.
Even for this is a little strange. If that's what we're calling it. If we're calling it, it's strange. And things don't add up and I'll tell you why they're not adding up to me. Okay, because he was happy according to you. You guys were happy. There were no signs of any unhappiness or any ideations or anything like that. He didn't mention anybody. From all accounts, everybody thought that he's pretty happy.
Yes.
And even if he was hiding something from you, you guys said that, you know, the conversation you had earlier in the evening is that you found your person, you found that special someone in your life. And he even said that, right? He said that to you. Okay? So obviously you meant a lot to him. I don't, you know, we do a lot of these death investigations and some of them are and when somebody means a lot to somebody else, often they'll leave a note. Okay? We're not seeing one, we don't see a note, we don't see any reason why he would do this.
I know.
So that doesn't make a lot of sense to us, okay? And then the way it happened doesn't make a lot of sense either. Okay, he has stab wounds to his upper chest area. So that's strange to us. We don't know where the weapon is that was used.
Hey, the one of the guys found it.
How do you know that's it though?
Oh well, I don't know. I thought that's what he said.
Okay.
So.
You said steak knife because he told you steak knife. Okay, so I don't want to jump to any conclusions here, but we don't know. And why if he did that to himself would he hide it or put it away somewhere? That just doesn't make sense, right? Okay, so there's all these things.
I know. How do you think I feel?
And then on top of that, you check in on him, and he's obviously has something wrong with him. He's not completely coherent. Of course, that could be chalked up to some of the drinking, but that could also be chalked up to he has a major injury, and nothing's done. We don't know. Nobody calls the ambulance. Nobody follows up and says there should be something. Even if, at the very least, man, you got to look at this.
I understand. I know. I failed. I fucking failed.
I'm not saying that anybody failed. I'm just saying that.
It's messed up.
Yeah,
I understand. Please, no, I understand.
Even if these injuries, and we don't know the extent of these injuries, maybe these injuries are superficial, I don't know. But even if those injuries are superficial, at the very least, it's a cry for help if he did this to himself, right? And as a teacher, one of the things you're taught to look for is like even with students that are crying out for help and stuff like that, they should, you know what I mean?
I know.
That's a warning sign. So I have some major concerns with that. I have some major concerns that you cleaned him up and took that shirt off and cleaned him up. I think you do know. Honestly, I think you know what happened.
I didn't do this.
And if you do know what happened, let's just hear me out. I think you know what happened. And
I did not do this. I did not see this happen. I did not do this. I'm not a bad person. I'm not.
it doesn't make sense.
He's 6'3".
Mm-hmm.
How would I be able to hurt him like that?
I don't know, but that's what I'm trying to figure out. Everything I've seen, it's from what I've seen, I don't think this is self-inflicted.
While Heather was receiving heat from the detectives, who said they don't see how this was done to oneself, in the other interrogation room, Tyler was just as confused about why Robert would do this to himself, adding even more confusion to the investigation.
She didn't go up, wake me up to go pee.
She said she woke you up around 3 o'clock so she could go pee.
Oh, well, I guess she did then. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I guess she did. I don't really remember too good. All I really remember was waking up with the officer knocking on the door.
Did you hear the conversation the officer and Elizabeth had?
Well, the officer knocked on the door and was like, well, Robert died last night. And then that's the gist of it. And then I was like, I gotta pee, so I woke up and went to pee, and then I went to check on my mom.
So the officer knocked on the door? Who did he talk to?
Elizabeth.
And you told Elizabeth and you heard them?
Mm-hmm. Because usually, like, my parents didn't knock on my door. Like, especially that early, you know? So.
Yeah, I hear the ghostly.
So you don't let the officer know you were awake the whole time?
In my headphones.
Because the officer says that he was talking to Elizabeth for a little bit, and then you finally had woken up like a few minutes later and then went to the restroom.
Okay, well, I didn't let him know that I was awake. So I was just still kind of just laying in bed.
Okay.
Elizabeth said that she heard my mom this morning call somebody and cry, but I didn't know that until we were on the way here. And I know that he pissed the bed last night. I know that happened because my mom was talking about it.
What do you mean?
Because he wanted her to go to bed, and then she noticed that he pissed the bed. So she was like, I'm not going to go and lay down with him. He just pissed the bed.
What time did that happen?
I don't know. She was telling me that all the way over here.
Was there anything else that she said?
Not that I can think of right now. Just telling me for guilty. You know, it's not like she did anything. But
that boy need a fix right now.
She said that while we were in that room, all three of us together. That's what she said.
Just, yeah. I know, but like if my mom said, hey, I feel guilty about like this happening to your sister, I'd be like, why do you feel guilty? Do you think you did something? What did you do?
I think I can tell you what I think.
No, but did you ask her?
No. There's some stuff I'm just like, you know.
No, I don't. That's what I'm asking.
I don't want to like cry with my mom right now. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want her to get her more emotional than she already is. So when you do your sessions with your psychiatrist, don't the psychiatrist sometimes poke to get you to open up? Kinda.
And then you feel so much better when you express yourself?
Yeah, but then there's some things that I believe should just be left to like the person in God. I don't know if that makes sense.
Okay.
That's
so the guilt that she has,
man.
that she told you she's feeling, do you think that should be left to her and God to sort out?
No, I think she needs somebody to talk to that's not somebody who already has issues, like, mental problems and things that are like, you know what I mean?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I respect you so much. You went and you had a surgery, and you're like this really like you sound very intelligent. You're able to spell out your medication, and I mean those letters and wording, and if you put the dials together and stuff like that, it all sounds different. Like I was having difficulty spelling it, but you spelled it out for me, and that's freaking awesome.
My mom's a teacher, so she teaches me.
Yeah. So and then not only that, but you're very very articulate with dates and numbers and stuff like that. And based off of what I can and just here talking to you, man, you look pretty normal to me, and you sound normal and stuff like that. So
no, you don't.
I hope that you never let anybody try to tell you otherwise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're a very smart individual and stuff like that, and I very much well respect you for it.
So I know I died for a bit of time, and so like people can believe what they believe, but I know I died for a little bit, and I talked to my dad, and I promised him that, you know what I mean, I wasn't going to make the same mistakes he did, and I wasn't going to keep doing what I was doing, and I was going to actually be there for my son and not just be like, oh, I have a son.
The afterlife experience.
And do you feel like you've ever made mistakes like your dad?
No.
Good.
No. I had a point of infidelity with my girlfriend, so he's talked to me about that, but...
Anything crazy?
No.
Would like they hurt each other or anything like that?
No, I wouldn't think that they hurt each other sexually. Like, I know they get tied up and shit like that.
You stuttered a little bit about it, so I was like,
He do look fiendish, don't he?
But not anything different than a normal BDSM type of person, you know?
Turns out they do BDSM stuff?
I think so.
Tie each other up?
Yeah. I think my mom's usually the one being tied up, but that's just from what she says. Yeah.
What he says?
She said it, because he doesn't, I mean, even she said that he doesn't like it too much because he feels like he's raping her or something. And it's like, well, it's not like that, bro.
Okay. But she's like, he's never complained about her maybe hitting him, punching him, or anything like that? But she's come at you. Has she ever gone like that with Elizabeth?
No, I don't think. No, honestly, I think Elizabeth was a sleeper.
She's that bad, huh?
Oh yeah, Elizabeth's pretty tough.
Right on.
Yeah.
So you've had nothing but strong women in your life.
Oh yeah.
Detectives asked Heather about her private life and checking her basic facts, but her story still didn't explain how this could be self-inflicted. The more she talked, the less it added up. Detectives still couldn't make the scene match a suicide. Something just had to be wrong.
From what I'm seeing, I don't think this is self-inflicted.
You think I did this?
I haven't come out and said that to you.
Okay.
You think I did this?
But if he didn't do it to himself, somebody did. And there's not very many people in that house that would be capable of doing this.
Right.
Or would have reason to.
Right.
Okay? So that's what I'm trying to understand. Well, let me back up again. When you called the police, when you found him, when he was unresponsive, right before calling the police, when he was on the floor, what did you do? I mean, were you hysterical? Did you scream, cry? What happened?
I rolled him over. I rolled him over.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like I told you, I thought he was cold. I thought it was cold.
Okay. I know, but did you...
No, excuse me.
It's okay. Did you yell or anything? Did you yell out for your son to come help you or anything like that?
I called 911.
Okay.
I called 911. That's the first thing I did.
Call everyone. You didn't raise your voice or anything though, anything like that, or scream or
Not
anything
with
like
babies.
that? Okay. There's something I haven't told you.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to tell you now. But we spoke to some of your neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
They actually heard yelling. They heard a male and a female's voice yelling from your house early in the morning. How do you explain that?
I don't remember yelling.
Okay, but you all said that you never argue.
We don't argue.
Okay, so who was yelling last night?
I don't know.
Because if Tyler and Lizzie went to bed at 8:39
But
to 30
if we were
o'clock,
yelling, they would have heard it. Tyler and Lizzie would have heard it.
Tyler says he sleeps like the dead when he's in there.
And Lizzie would have heard it. If we were yelling, they would have heard it.
Okay, well, I'm just telling you what we have. There's somebody not involved in your household that is a witness to something that occurred last night, and they heard yelling. And it was early in the morning. We're not talking about when everybody was awake. We're talking about when possibly only you and your husband could have been awake. Okay? And you don't have an explanation for that.
No, I don't remember yelling at him. I don't remember us fighting.
Okay, is there a possibility that you guys and this is time to be honest, is there any reason why you guys would have been fighting last night?
No.
Okay, was there something that he did that you haven't told us
Nothing.
that he used to do to you or would do to you that you didn't like?
About to come out.
Nothing.
I walked in on watching once.
Okay, so you catch him back in June looking at this was unknown. You didn't know about any of this before that.
Mm-mm.
Kind of pissed you off, but then you guys agreed to start watching
Occasionally.
together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But that was never an issue later on?
No.
Was there something else that upset you about that? Was there
No.
some other fetish or something that he had
No,
that you didn't
no.
want? Okay.
They was watching what together?
See, I mean, that from what you're telling me, that doesn't sound like an issue, you know, as far as what you're saying.
Yeah. No, did I get pissed off then? Absolutely.
What did you do when you got mad? When you got pissed off? When you get pissed, do you just yell at him, or does it become physical?
I'm not a physical person.
Okay.
I am not a physical person.
It's never gotten physical between you and your husband?
Freaky friends.
That you can remember? What about with you and Tyler? Anything ever gotten physical?
Oh, Tyler and I?
Uh-huh.
We're two peas in a pod.
Uh-huh. So what does that mean? You mean you've never gotten a fight with Tyler at all? Or?
Oh, when he was younger.
What about since he's moved back with you?
No.
No?
I mean, we have argued a few times because, you know, he'll wake up and he'll be in a bad mood or whatever, and then he'll take it out on everybody. And I don't even have my coffee yet. I tell him to just shut up. Just shut up.
Yeah. Have you ever punched him?
No.
And you've never, not, I know I keep asking, but no physical fight between you and your husband?
As big as he is compared to me, he could crush me.
There are things that aren't adding up, okay? And I think you're being honest with me up to a point, but I think there's a little bit you're not telling me, okay? Because you're pretty descriptive going into certain things, and then there's a point where it gets a little vague, or you're avoiding talking to it, okay? And you're making motions like maybe because you're thinking, okay? And I don't discount that.
Right, of course not.
After you found him, and you're calling the police. Did anybody else see him, or
No.
Tyler didn't go in and look at him, or?
No, not that I think you guys were there before the kids got up.
Okay, so Tyler was just getting up as police came, or something like that.
Yes.
Okay, so he didn't have any time to go in and look and see his condition or anything like that.
No.
Okay. Do you remember anything about what they teach about like lacerations and wounds and stuff like that, and wound care and everything like that? Not really.
Well, you know, when that, I just, it all gets lost.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything that they're going to find in autopsy that's going to contradict what you're telling me today? No, there shouldn't be. Okay.
Detectives don't buy Heather's story, but without proof, they can't pin it on her. Now their next move is to order an autopsy on Robert to see if the wounds actually match a self-inflicted stabbing. While the clock was ticking, they pressed Tyler one more time, hoping for anything that breaks the stalemate. Now, what Tyler says next could tilt the case just as the autopsy is about to speak for Robert.
Why the fuck would you do that? You know? Just leave everything there. You know what I mean? Leave it how it is. I mean, that's one thing I think is kind of a little, why would you clean them up? Just leave all the evidence there.
Yeah, the content's kind of weird.
Maybe a little sketched out on your phone right now? Hey, this is stay between us, so just be honest with me.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know. I don't think he himself. I think that's retarded. You know, but honestly, I don't know what happened because they were both pretty drunk last night. Because I know when my mom gets really drunk, she's like, "I love you, son. Oh, I love you so much." And I'm like, all right, Mom, you're feeling it. You're feeling it. And then, because I was outside smoking, because I don't smoke around my kids at all.
Good for you.
Anything. Because I do smoke weed. You know what I mean? But giving the money to my doctor to get my medical card. So I'm gonna be straight up honest with you there. Like I do smoke. So like I was outside smoking a bowl, and then like, yesterday we were at the dump. I got stuff in my eyes, like dirt and shit. I'm like, my eyes were hurting. So when I was in the shower, I put eye drops in my eyes to flush them out. And then he came out, and he just looked at me like this. I got eye drops. Do you need them? No, Pop. I already cleaned my eyes out. You know, I don't need them. And then like I knew he was drunk then, because he doesn't come outside when I'm smoking.
And what was he wearing when he came outside?
I don't remember.
Okay, that's fine.
Despite a long sit-down, Tyler gave detectives almost nothing. Then he dropped one line that stopped the room. He doesn't think Robert did this to himself, forcing the questions no one can ignore. Who? How?
You do
and why?
more than smoke, sir.
With nothing else to add, Tyler waits to be dismissed, while detectives pivot to evidence that can't lie.
Oh. I have to go poop. I have to take a shit.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Okay, hey baby. So we're trying to get you guys home. We're still talking to your mom for quite a little bit longer. But if we're still talking to her, maybe we'll just get a police officer to take you to your, is it your aunt's house where your kids are at?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll just probably do that.
I really have to poop.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, just
And
right
then,
here.
can I smoke a cigarette after?
Not inside the building, but yeah, go ahead, and then we can go outside.
Thank you, sir.
For years, the case lingered in uncertainty. Evidence was collected, DNA was tested, and investigators kept digging. It would take nearly 5 years of painstaking work before the truth finally emerged. The autopsy revealed not one, but 3 stab wounds to Robert's chest, each deep enough to be fatal on its own, plus severe lacerations and internal injuries. It's extraordinarily rare for someone to stab themselves multiple times like that. Officially listed as undetermined, but paired with inconsistencies in Heather's story and signs the scene was staged, detectives grew certain this was no What began as a mysterious death investigation was now pointing directly at Robert's own wife.
You have a warrant, Heather?
What do I have a warrant for?
For homicide. So at this point, you have the right to remain silent. Any statements made by you may be used against you in court. You have the right to an attorney. Not afford an attorney. One will be appointed to represent you free of charge.
You guys really had to arrest me right in front of the kids I work with.
Well,
come on, guys.
Well, nobody's here.
No, but I still have kids in the cafeteria.
Okay. Well, hopefully they're not going to see you. Yeah.
With Heather confused, she's brought back in. The lead detective, who's carried this case for 5 years, finally lays out her fate, and the weight of it sends her into visible distress.
So, Ms. Ramsey, you've been advised of your rights.
Correct.
Do you know why you're here?
Just no.
Okay. So the last time you and I talked was back in 2020. This has to do with your husband,
Yes.
Robert.
Yes.
Okay. So we've completed our investigation. It took some time because we had a lot to process. But our investigation, from what we have, we know what happened. Okay. And this is your opportunity to tell us the truth about what happened. Okay. Because what you told me last time, none of the evidence that we processed matches with what you're telling us. So I know what happened to Robert. I just don't know why it happened to him. This is your time to tell me why.
I'm going to need an attorney.
Okay. All right. We'll get you up to the jail then.
Can I please use my phone real quick to call my boss and my mom?
Yeah. Let me find out. Let me make sure that we're going to be able to do that. Otherwise, you'll be able to use it at your numbers and stuff at the jail. So.
Well, see, because like with my mom, she probably won't answer a number that she does not know.
Yeah.
You know how that is.
Yeah. Give me a minute. I'll be right back. Just hang out.
Hello.
All right, we're gonna get you up there.
So I'm not going to be able to use my phone to call because I don't have.
Once we get you up to the jail, I'll let you do that.
Okay, but the thing is, like I told the detective, I'm going to need to use my phone to call my mom, but she won't.
They can let you do all that.
Okay, you know what I mean? You know how older people, it's like, I don't know the number, I'm not going to answer.
Yeah.
But if I call.
And it's not like you get one phone call. It's not like.
I know, but I've got it.
So, did you want to put your jacket on?
You're trying to get that phone.
I want to cry.
I'm not gonna try to make you cry.
I want to cry. I'm going to scream. I'm going to throw shit. I'm scared.
Yeah. It makes sense. And it's not my job to make that worse right now.
Oh, I know.
So I'm gonna do my best not to.
Okay.
Ready?
No, not really.
Relatively. Do you have shoulder issues?
Nah, I'm just fat.
Okay. You ready? Okay.
Not really.
Well, ready to get out of here?
After nearly 5 years of investigation, Heather Fernandez Heffer was arrested in April of 2025 and charged with second-degree murder and tampering with evidence. Detectives believe she her husband Robert during an argument, then tried to cover it up as suicide. As of the release of this video, she has not yet been sentenced. The case remains in the court system, and her fate will ultimately be decided at trial. Thanks for watching, and
damn, I wanted to hear the good ending for her. For real. Okay, all right. So it's all good. I got a good one. It's a real quick, bite-sized one, so we can get our quick fix on. But this one say, young woman's life changed forever after she witnessed a terrifying act of violence. What happened? Says girl watches jealous stalker execute her boyfriend. Uh-oh.
He's sorry.
I'm so sorry.
This is Hannah Lee Gage, and she just found her boyfriend shot dead in their kitchen by their mutual friend.
I literally thought it was a flashlight, sir.
At first, officers believe it could have been an accidental shot, but as detectives dig deeper, they would uncover a twisted love triangle where each person hides a dark secret and where a shy, quiet kid can turn evil in the blink of an eye.
I just don't understand if, he was mad.
He never hangs out really with anybody. He's very quiet.
If I fail at something, I feel stupid. So I aimed at it, pulled the trigger, the rest is played out.
In the early hours of December 31st, just one day before New Year's, the Lake Stevens Police Department receives a terrifying call. On the line is 23-year-old Hannah Lee Gage, watching in horror as her boyfriend bleeds out from a gunshot wound to the chest.
Hurry, someone's been shot, hurry. Oh my god, I don't even know, I wasn't paying attention. My friend just grabbed my other friend's gun, and I think he was just trying to play around, but he shot him. I'm away.
The man with the gun, where is he?
He's in my kitchen, he's yelling for me to help, I feel like I need to help.
Okay, what is his name?
What's your name? What's your name? God.
Officers rush to the scene, knowing the situation is dire. The victim may be moments away from death, while the killer stands watching. And what they'd find inside wasn't just a horrific scene, it was the end result of obsession turning into violence.
Oh, thank God they're here. They're here.
Okay, go to the door, get the officers.
Oh my God.
Where's the gun?
Please help. It's up to my room.
Come on, Neil.
Please
Come on. I'm inside. Neil?
Is the ambulance on the way?
They are. I literally thought the gun was a flashlight because he was using it as a flashlight. We were looking for a cat, and I saw that I was using a flashlight. I hope I just one? Right yes, there? One shot.
Is he okay?
No, it's not okay.
On the floor lies 27-year-old Neil Forestier, shot in the chest and no longer breathing. Paramedics arrive within minutes, fighting desperately to bring the young man back to life. Just a few feet away stands his friend, Joshua, insisting the shooting was an accident. But as the officer escorts him outside, reality begins to sink in.
Stay over there. Stay over there.
I did not know. I'm so sorry. I swear to God, I did not know it was a concealed weapon. I did not know he concealed a loaded weapon or anything like that.
Okay, I'm gonna read you your rights though, okay? Okay, so don't say anything until I read you your rights. So.
I have work in a few hours.
I know, buddy.
All Joshua can say is, "I'm sorry." But what immediately catches the officer off guard is that he doesn't even sound upset at all, more worrying about his morning shift. He doesn't appear overly intoxicated either, leading the officers to suspect he's hiding something far darker. Still, with Joshua insisting it was an accident, the officer turns to the only other witness, Hannah. But what Hannah would reveal to the officers would dismantle Joshua's claims, making it clear this wasn't just an accident between friends. Joshua was actually a stalker, and she barely knew him at all.
He's gonna bring you out to his car and get you started on a statement. Wait, I got it. I got it.
I have a cat, so I just don't want to.
Okay. Was Josh? That's his name, right, Josh?
I don't know. I asked him when I was on the phone with him. He said he said it's Josh. I know him, but I just don't know him that well. Like we've met at the bar like a couple of times. And he just asked if he could come over to my house so he could sober up for an hour, and then he was going to go home. And I said, yeah, sure, that's fine.
We'll take his gun out, but here's Wood's guns. So him and Josh put it in the box.
Josh started it, like he was like playing, doing it, acting around. And then he was like, oh, we can do that if you want. Like we could just start with 10% and then go up.
Unbeknownst to Hannah, Joshua was consumed by jealousy. He perceived himself as a nobody, a failure at everything, while Neil was a Navy veteran, a rising MMA fighter, and the boyfriend of the woman he desired. But this is when Hannah would voice what everyone is thinking, exposing just how ridiculous Joshua's excuse for the shooting really is.
You sometimes say that when, like, you know, with our gun, we punch out, like...
Yeah, no, I never saw him grab the gun or point the gun. I just heard it, and I was like, I didn't really understand what it was. I just felt the ringing in my ear, and it almost felt like something like ricocheted.
How close would you say?
I was so close. Like we were all so close. My kitchen is small. It's a small apartment, and we were all in that small little kitchen.
Did Neil say anything?
No.
He wasn't talking. He didn't say nothing.
No, but he was still awake for a little bit. Like he collapsed and his eyes closed and everything were rolled back. But now I feel like since we were drinking, like I feel like I can't even fully process what all just happened.
Yeah. There's nothing that you could have done.
I just don't understand if like he was mad. I don't really understand how you could think a gun is just a flashlight.
I didn't see the gun. Is there a flashlight on the gun?
I'm pretty sure there is a flashlight on the gun, but you would have to pull the trigger to a gun to make it go off.
Hannah is exactly right. A gun doesn't go off by itself, nor can it be mistaken for a flashlight, which means police might be dealing with a far more deliberate act than they initially thought. By now, Joshua has arrived at Snohomish County Jail, where he will be held for hours while police gather evidence. During this time, guilt begins to eat away at Joshua. He knows Neil didn't deserve what happened to him, and he's terrified the police won't buy his accident story. But this is when devastating news comes back from the scene. Despite the paramedics' best efforts, Neil Forestier had passed away. Neil was a religious man with a deep love for his country. He served in the Navy and later pursued a career as a professional mixed martial artist. Neil enjoyed making people happy, which is why he tried to befriend Joshua, making what happened to him all the more tragic. With Joshua in custody, detectives race to gather every piece of evidence before interviewing him. So they call the bartender who served drinks to the group just hours before the horrific shooting. She knows all three of them well, and to the detective's surprise, she seems to be on Joshua's side, portraying him as someone who wouldn't hurt a fly.
So you normally see they're what you would call maybe irregulars?
Yeah.
Do they usually come in together, or do they usually hang out together?
Josh never hangs out really with anybody. He is very quiet. No, he seemed like a little bit like he might have had Asperger's or something. Probably the last person I would have ever expected to have heard about.
The bartender is shocked to learn what Joshua has done, suggesting that it may have been nothing more than a tragic accident. But what she's about to reveal hints at Joshua's darker motive, showing how a quiet, shy kid can turn evil in the blink of an eye.
This past weekend, he did go hang out with Hannah. She is, like, very gregarious, really.
Outgoing?
That way.
Would you maybe describe her as flirty?
She's very flirty.
Okay.
And she honestly, the night that happened, started dancing with him, and I can see
Dancing with Josh or dancing with
Dancing with Josh.
Like,
yeah, like
body to body kind of.
Yeah, but nobody seemed upset. Like, Neil didn't look mad.
Did you see Hannah, like, making out with Josh at all or just dancing?
I didn't see that. It wouldn't have surprised me.
Okay, and have you ever heard Josh express any kind of feelings about anybody in the bar or Hannah at all?
Yeah, he stares a lot, but it seems not like creepy, more like very observational.
Okay.
Almost like he wishes he knew how to talk to people, but doesn't. Neil seems like a really nice person, and Josh seemed really sweet too. Awkward, and I could see where he might misread situations.
Armed with a clearer understanding of the group's dynamics, the detectives hope they have enough leverage to get a confession from Joshua. So 4 days after Joshua's arrest, the detectives bring him in for questioning. Veteran detective Kristen Parnell will lead the investigation. She knows exactly how to handle suspects like Joshua. By using Joshua's own insecurities against him, Parnell will uncover his repressed feelings for Hannah and reveal the true motive behind the murder.
You remember me, Detective Parnell? The reason I came down here was because some more stuff has come up and I just kind of want to follow up with you and get some more questions answered. Okay.
Parnell knows there are holes in Joshua's story, and she starts with one of them, the twisted reason he chose to go to Hannah's house instead of his own.
You've been up for a while, had a couple of drinks, you're pretty excited, and asked Hannah if you could go back to her apartment, right?
Yeah, just in case if I was to pass out.
Why did you decide to go to her place versus just doing it right now? Something that would have been safe about going?
I mean, there would have, but at the time I also wanted to head home, not head home, but head to Hannah's, hang out with her for a little bit just in case if I was to fall asleep there.
You guys did the play fighting thing.
Yeah, it just came out of the blue. I mean, knowing that I've gotten into a couple of fist fights in the past, you know, and I told him that I was pretty good at fighting. I was throwing good punches and stuff, and then he got his on me, and I'd say he did better than me.
Because, yeah, it hurt, right?
It hurt.
Or, no, it didn't hurt, it knocked the wind out of you.
It knocked me back, and I was kind of breathing a little hard for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then he kind of put his hand on my shoulder and said, "Are you okay?" You know, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just a little winded out."
Just moments before the shooting, Joshua had asked Neil to play fight and test each other's strength. What Joshua didn't know, however, was that Neil was a professional fighter. But what irritated Joshua the most wasn't the punch itself, but Neil's reaction afterward. He simply placed a hand on Joshua's shoulder and asked if he was okay, a gesture that only made him feel more humiliated and emasculated. But there's something else in Joshua's story that catches Detective Parnell's attention.
Tell me about the last time you were punched in the gut like that.
This was back when I was in middle school. That was in recent memory, that was my last fight that I remember being in, and the guy I was fighting did sock me in the gut pretty good.
Yeah.
Around the same type of punch that Neil gave me.
How did you feel in middle school when you got punched like that?
At the time, I was not experienced, so I was in pain.
I mean, it sounds like you kind of flashed back to that. Sometimes when something happens that reminds us of a previous experience, it's kind of like you're back in that previous experience. Did you feel like that?
Not necessarily. I did feel like I was about to go on my knees like I did in the past, but I was holding on to the counters.
The gun was, I'm guessing, on the counter in front of you then, too.
Yeah.
Neil's punch triggered a repressed memory in Joshua. The last time he was hit in the stomach, even if he refuses to admit it. But the detective doesn't stop there. She keeps pressing Joshua on the real reason he shot Neil, methodically dismantling his claim that it was an accident.
What was going through your head then, right in that moment when you're bent over on the counter and like kind of trying to catch your breath again? What are you thinking? What are you feeling? Tell me what that was.
I was kind of, I was thinking like, wow, this guy knows how to punch, you know? Yeah. And I was impressed by how hard he punched. I don't like failing at anything. If I fail at something, I feel stupid. And so after going through that thought process, I kind of paced through the kitchen a little bit. Then after pacing for a little bit, I saw the gun and the rest is played out.
You said last time that you were a little upset that it hit you that hard, right?
Well, I wasn't upset. I was, like I said, I was surprised. I looked down at the counter and then saw the gun. I was also curious on how the flashlight part of the gun worked, and thought that the muzzle part was the flashlight.
Your goal was to pull the trigger and fire a round, okay? Because you had just gotten punched, again, by this guy who's sleeping with a girl that you want to be sleeping with, if we're being honest, right?
So I aimed at it, pulled the trigger. That answered my question and led me into a shock.
Neil was everything Joshua is not. Successful, confident, liked by others. Being outpunched by him only deepened Joshua's sense of inferiority. All of this is obvious to Detective Parnell, but not to Joshua. He still wants her to believe it was nothing more than an accident. But take a closer look at Joshua. Does his reaction to the shooting seem genuine or merely performative?
Neil gets hit, goes to the ground, and I know you went and grabbed a towel and you're trying to stop the bleeding and stuff. What are you thinking and feeling while you're...
I felt like a complete for just randomly picking up a gun that I did not know what to really do with. I just felt stupid. Like I wanted to cry, and just seeing her cry, and and that was making me feel more like a really bad friend. Like made me question myself. Like why? Like why would I do something stupid?
Joshua says he felt guilty, but the detective isn't convinced. He's always wanted people to like him, and this might just be his attempt to win Parnell's sympathy. She catches on immediately and plans to use it to her advantage. Unbeknownst to Joshua, the police have confiscated his bag, and what they find inside is troubling, to say the least.
Talk to me about your backpack that you were carrying around with you.
I keep tools like flathead screwdrivers and stuff. Like what my favorite hobby to do is taking apart old, throwing away electronics and collecting scrap metal. And one day I wanted to make money off of scrap metal.
Talk to me about the other stuff that was in there.
Like what?
So we have your bag.
I would have thought so.
So tell me about the other stuff that's in there that you don't want to talk about. We're at a point where I feel like we should be able to be honest, right? And I think I've already demonstrated that it's hard to lie to me. I've been lied to a lot, so I'm really good at knowing when people are lying or when people are withholding. And you are not going to tell me anything in this room that I have not heard before. So you're not going to make me uncomfortable. You are not going to make me think badly about you. For me, I do this all the time.
It's hard to think without looking inside my bag.
What about anything that was in your bag?
I'm trying to remember what was all in there.
Please.
Just if we were wanting to get a little, frisky or key or whatever.
Okay.
At this point, Detective Parnell can already tell that Joshua's actions are tied to his feelings for Hannah and his hatred of Neil. So she presses him to reveal the real reason he went to Hannah's house, something connected to the disturbing contents found in the bag.
Maybe you're a little hopeful that you get to play with those with Hannah?
No. I never wanted to have with Hannah. I never had the thought process of having. I've seen her flirting with other guys, and I'm like, she is flirting with other dudes, so it probably wouldn't be worth it.
Come on.
I thought about it, yes, but I wasn't gonna ask her.
Oh, no, that's a weird question to say you want to go back. But,
yeah. But I did thought about...
Right, and kind of like we talked about before, hey, if you had gotten back there and one thing led to another, you weren't going to tell her no, right? Yeah, that's... Okay.
Detective Parnell has just masterfully uncovered the truth from Joshua, even if he doesn't realize it yet. He's been consumed by jealousy for months, forced to watch someone else be with the woman he desires and humiliate him in front of her. The loss of Neil Forestier deeply impacted the city of Lake Stevens, where the community mourns a man who loved his country, proudly served in the Navy, and always tried to help others. The interview ends with Joshua Matthew Kelly being charged with second-degree murder and first-degree manslaughter. He's now awaiting his court hearing, and if convicted, he could face up to 18 years.
That's it? That's some bull right there. That is some crap. That is crap-ola. I don't care what y'all say, that is whack as hell. 18 years? Come on. All right, whatever. Y'all still rolling with me. So everybody hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications for more crime. And I got one that got just an action right off the top. It says, when a family conflict spiraled into violence, consequences were devastating for everyone involved. When a dangerous child attacks the parents.
Shoot me! Shoot me! Right now!
On December 23rd, 2023, NYPD responded to a residential building where a knife-wielding suspect held his mother hostage. What they encountered inside was far worse than expected.
You got that? It's locked. Open up! Open up!
Oh, right down, right now.
Hello? Open the door! Yo! Get, sir! Do it! I need a death signal. I need a death signal to add to my location. Do it! He's gonna get it! You got a knife in your hand? No! Shoot me! Shoot me! Right now! You got a knife? Do it! Do it! Where's the knife? Where's the knife? Drop the knife! I got the knife! Drop the knife! Got it!
Officer Morgese fired a single shot at 30-year-old Michael Dotel, causing him to release his 45-year-old mother, who was bleeding and losing consciousness. Dotel was pronounced dead at St. Barnabas Medical Center. Both injured women were taken to the hospital for treatment. Next, meet a father who was struck by his daughter with a bat.
Did you get hit with a bat?
I got hit in the face and I got hit in the ribs.
By a bat?
Like a little
On September 28th, 2023, officers responded to a residence following a report of a domestic violence incident involving a woman beating her family member with a baseball bat.
What's going on?
No.
Where'd the glass come from?
She broke the window. She took the bat to the window.
Who's got the bat right now?
My sister still has it.
Where is she?
I want her arrested. She left with my brother. And her
She lives right up the road.
Oh, this is great.
And she's got my son.
Okay,
She just took my son without my permission.
I'm just
trying to get information.
Can you let me talk
Rapid
about your
fire,
dad? Because every time you talk, you start a problem.
What's going on tonight?
You're fine. As I said,
Hang on.
he can't really talk because
Did you get hit, sir? Do you want to be seen by an ambulance?
I think he should, but he doesn't really have a way back.
Can you take the ice bag off for a quick second? Did you get hit with a bat?
I got hit in the face and I got hit in the ribs.
By a bat? Okay, let's get you checked out by an ambulance.
All right. Fine.
Shut up. No, because you started this whole thing.
By a bat.
If you started none of this.
I know, and we gotta have the ambulance prove that. You can sign off on it.
Hey, knock it off.
If you got a cracked rib and you got some blood going on in there, don't you want to...
I'm supposed to get all my teeth pulled out on Monday, and then obviously it's even worse. So.
After getting their statements, the officers quickly located the daughter at her residence to confront her.
We're looking for Alexis Kent. Yeah, she's here. I would go outside. Huh? He's in the bar. Alexis?
Yes.
Come with us. You know why we're here, Alexis?
Because I got Liam.
What about the baseball bat?
So what happened is, and you can ask both of them, I did not have a baseball bat, but what happened is Larry slapped me across my face.
Okay.
And he slapped me on the side. I don't know if there's still a mark there or not, but it was red earlier.
Thanks.
So I had smacked him back.
Her story was completely different from what everyone else said, and it was clear she was lying to protect herself. But when the officer tried to arrest her, things took a dramatic turn.
Go ahead and put your hands behind your back. Turn around.
Hold on. Hold on.
Turn around.
Hold
Hang
on.
Hang on.
Can you just give me a second, please? My elbow.
Alright, you have anything else?
Can I at least have a cigarette before I go?
We'll do that outside.
And they're right there, so.
Hand it back. Alexis, that's report.
3 people here.
That's report.
Stop it.
Doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
3 people. Can you stop my cigarettes?
We're gonna go outside. You can have a cigarette.
Dude, you've literally
Not the
let me
panic
before.
attack.
Please.
No.
Let's go.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Put your hands behind your back.
Yo, why?
She was eventually arrested and charged with second-degree assault, second-degree menacing, fourth-degree criminal possession of a weapon, fourth-degree criminal mischief, 2 counts of endangering the welfare of a child, and second-degree obstruction of governmental administration. In this case, the father was beaten with a bat, but it's nothing compared to the next case, where a mother was nearly stabbed by her own son. On October 13th, 2021, LAPD officers responded to reports of 36-year-old Carlos Arias threatening a female family member with a knife. As officers neared the apartment, they heard a woman shouting in distress, indicating an urgent situation inside.
Police department.
I can see him. They're standing right next to each other.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, you can see him?
Yep.
Okay, what do you got?
I got one guy to the left. He's just kind of like casually, looks like he's talking to the female.
Go back inside.
And our male, he's just kind of standing in the middle of the living room there, kind of facing her. He's not. I can't see if he has anything in his hands. He just put his hands up, so one hand is clear. Okay, he has. Oh shit. All right, fuck. He has her in a headlock. He has her in a headlock.
Okay, hold on. Go down. Boot it. Can you boot it? Boot it. Boot the door. Open the door. Boot the door. Open the door. Open the door.
Doors open.
Running and popping, cat.
Roll over.
Not running in, jumping in.
Arias was struck by gunfire and transported to a local hospital where he was pronounced deceased. The knife Arias was armed with was recovered at scene. The woman, later identified as Arias' mother, was not injured, and no officers were injured during the incident. A similar situation occurred with the next mother, who had to face her violent child.
So what's going on?
She needs help really bad.
Okay.
And I tried to get her inside.
Wait a minute, that was just too fast, man. Can we get a moment of silence for F around and find out? God. It was over, see? Don't be doing that to your mother. Man, that was quick. I needed time to digest that. Oh my gosh, I love it. Jeez Louise. That was quick. Dang, in and out. Burger. What do you want? A number 2? Get you out of here. That was crazy.
And she just got in my face and she started yelling at me, and she grabbed my hair. She pulled my hair and she grabbed my face and my chest.
Okay.
And she started hitting me.
Okay. What about the other side? Is there anything else on the other side?
I don't know. In my face.
So she was like clawing at it?
Yes. And she pulled me by my hair. Oh my god, my hair is falling out.
Okay. Can you do that again? Can you like fluff it? Okay. All right.
I want her to go.
Is she your biological daughter?
Yes, I want her to get help. She needs help. She has. Okay, and I know she's on right now, and she's foaming out of her mouth. She's like as white as a ghost. She needs help.
After listening to the mother's account, the officers then approached the daughter and immediately saw how out of control she was, quickly understanding the urgency behind the call.
By her telling you what? To take me to jail? Because I won't let her inside the house while she's shoving me and pushing me? And I mean, like she's hitting me, like, not with needles or shoving me, like shoving drugs in your face because you want to push me all the time. And I mean, like, push drugs to make money so that I can dress up like you guys too, because now everyone else wants to be just like you guys. And everyone wants to be just like me. So am I the cops? Because I don't have cops.
Her right on now.
Someone call the cops. Or
cops are
someone like
right
me,
there, sweetie.
just call 911. Drug abuse resistant education. Well, my education, I'm getting arrested. He's abusing us, and I'm a dog. I'm a bitch and he, but she's the one on all four when that should be me, walking on a chain back and forth, right? And I don't mean in your right mind or his left mind, because I'm just so out of my mind right now. Okay, so then bring me inside. No, you're not and treat me like you just treated Rosie.
Yeah, she need her.
Come and treat Christina just like you treated Rosie. And that doesn't mean letting her go inside to hide behind the toilet. Is that where all?
She continued slurring and making incoherent speech throughout her ride to the police station and didn't stop even when she arrived, a process that lasted about an hour. It took a while to get her under control, and she was charged with battery against a household member. In the next case, a dangerous son held his mother at knife point, and what happened to her next was truly heartbreaking. On July 26, 2021, LAPD officers responded to a hot prowl burglary and found Herman Gonzalez armed with a knife, using an elderly woman as a shield inside a Berry Avenue apartment.
Oh no, say it ain't so.
He wants to kill himself. Drop the knife. No. Drop the knife. No. Hey, 13, let me get back up.
No.
Drop the knife. No. Drop the knife.
No, please. Don't kill him. No. Please, no. Don't kill him. No, you shouldn't have done that, please. I was opening the door. Please, no.
Gonzalez was struck by the gunfire and fell to the floor. The Los Angeles Fire Department responded to the scene and pronounced Gonzalez deceased. The knife Gonzalez was armed with was recovered at scene. In the next case, the suspect not only assaulted her mother, but also attacked the responding officers.
Where?
Oh, wait a minute. Gosh. You got to let me digest that a little bit. This too rapid fire for me. Slow down a little bit. Jeez. Y'all just show up and what? This is crazy, y'all. This is crazy crime. Is this what it is? They just show up, blow, you're done. You're out of here. Next one. This is DoorDash crime. What the hell? Right to your damn doorstep. This is crazy. I'm just saying. I just need a few minutes. God. Dang, man, you got my boy right out the box. Jeez Louise. Gosh. It's too much. I thought I liked crime, but do I like it that fast? Like, sheesh, slow it down ease me into it. Give me the backstory. Put the creepy music on there or something. Jeez. Slow my crime up. God. This will show you what you're really made of right here. This will show you if you really like that. God. All right, y'all. Come on. We're going to let it keep rolling.
Responded to the scene and pronounced Gonzalez deceased. The knife Gonzalez was armed with was recovered at scene. In the next case, the suspect not only assaulted her mother, but also attacked the responding officers.
Uh-oh.
You don't listen.
I don't have to listen. I said, give me a minute, and you can't give me a minute.
On September 2nd, 2023, officers responded to a domestic disturbance in New Mexico between a mother and her adult daughter. The mother claimed the argument turned physical, while the daughter denied it.
Oh, okay. All right. They're going into it. Because I'm like, hold on. Y'all ain't show. They showing you what happened and then go. Because I'm about to be like, now that's just foul right there. Giving me a little bit and going to the next one. Giving me a date for the next crime. Don't do that.
You don't listen.
I don't have to listen. I said, give me a minute, and you can't give me a minute.
On September 2nd, 2023, officers responded to a domestic disturbance in New Mexico between a mother and her adult daughter. The mother claimed the argument turned physical, while the daughter denied it. The conflict arose from the daughter's belief that her mother had spoken negatively about her to family members, leading to her aggressive behavior, including throwing items around the house.
Cheating on him
Your face
and...
okay?
Huh?
Is your face okay?
My face okay?
Looks a little red.
Probably just upset.
Okay. Did she hit you at all?
No, she kind of pushed me, but... No, my son is all upset. You know.
Has she been drinking all the time?
Oh, she drinks every day.
Has she been drinking tonight?
Well, she probably has. I don't know, but because she hides her liquor, you know. But I assume she's been drinking. That's why she's.
That liquor.
Well, why did she get mad? Is she arguing with you?
So it's a constant battle. She's always accusing me that it's my fault and everything. Well, she lost her apartment. She lost her job, so she lost her apartment, so she had to move in with me, and I had to convert my dining area into a place where she hates being here. I tell her, well, you know, I have no choice. What else?
No other choice. Does she have anywhere else to go for tonight?
No place. She has no place to go.
When the officers approached the daughter, her attitude wasn't the friendliest, and they confirmed the hostile attitude her mother had mentioned.
What's up?
Just put me in jail.
Oh, she's gonna find out.
Everything my mom said. Just put me in jail.
Based on what we saying, she's gonna find out.
No, just put me in jail. I've already been there. Let me go.
Your mom's telling that you pushed her, okay?
I don't care what my mom says. Do you know she pushed me too? You guys don't know what she does.
You can't push your mom.
I'm okay.
I don't think you're a bad person, but you can't push your mom, okay?
And she can push me?
She said she ran in self-defense after you pushed her.
Are you kidding me?
Whenever I first asked you physical, you said no physical.
It was not physical.
I asked her first.
Because I'm not gonna rat out my mom. I didn't touch my mom.
I need you to stand up for me.
Huh?
I need you to stand up for me.
She's
I
sloppy.
can't. Because I don't know what you're up to, and I don't want to be about anything.
I'm gonna turn around.
No, I'm not. No. I don't want to put my hands behind my back. I didn't do anything wrong.
She's saying you pushed her.
I didn't.
Why don't you stand up?
I did not push my mom.
Trudy, can you please
I
stand up?
didn't.
She initially resisted, but eventually managed to persuade the officers to let her into the house to get her shoes. Unfortunately, that was a decision they quickly came to regret.
I never touched her.
Put your shoes on, Trudy.
I never touched my
Can you
mom.
please put your shoes on, Trudy?
Tell her to come over here and say it in front of me.
That's not how it works.
Yes, that why?
Trudy, that's not how it
Why?
works. Because that's not how it all
Why
works.
can't she say that in front of
You
you?
can face your accuser in court.
No. Give me a second.
I gave you a second.
I'm gonna take another
I
second.
gave you more time than I gave everyone else.
I don't care. Then give me another minute. I didn't do nothing to this lady.
Let's go.
I didn't touch her.
So, when I stand up, I'll pick up more charges.
Do whatever the hell you want to, because obviously you guys do that. You guys don't care about me. You don't have 5 seconds.
You don't
I
care
said,
about me?
give me a minute because this is a lot to take in.
We've been patient with you enough, Trudy.
I don't care. This is a lot. You guys don't have to deal with it. Don't touch me unlawfully. Do not. I said don't touch me.
You're already going to get charges, more charges, Trudy.
Oh, look what you did, Mom.
A little
You guys are-
feisty.
I swear.
You don't listen.
I don't have to listen. I said, give me a minute, and you can't give me a minute.
What?
Don't fucking touch me like that.
She threw herself against the wall and went limp, making the officers believe she was unconscious. However, her next move only made the situation worse for her.
Uh-oh. She went limp. Oh, that was a good.
You didn't even hit hard,
That was a
Trudy.
good one. Let's see how
You're
that's
going to jail no
gonna
matter
work
what.
No. No, get up on the bed. 1, 2, 3. Sit up, Trudy.
Now you can stand up, Trudy. Come on, stop playing around.
I was hoping they wouldn't come to this, but because of you, Mom.
Trudy, come on, stand up.
Yeah,
Stand up,
she
Trudy.
deserved
Enough
an
games.
Academy
Enough
Award for
No, I
that
can't.
one.
Are you faking?
I'm not faking.
Shortly after, the suspect was placed in a patrol car and transported to the hospital, where she was later fully medically cleared of any injuries. Upon arrival at the jail, she continued to scream and resist the officers, ultimately kicking a lieutenant. As a result of her actions, she was charged with battery against a household member, resisting arrest, evading or obstructing an officer, and battery on a peace officer. In the upcoming case, the daughter locked her mother in a bathroom for hours and tried to stop the cops from reaching her.
No, I can just go get my mom because I don't want you to go in my house.
Well, I gotta talk to your mom, so I'm gonna have to go inside.
I'm sorry.
On June 12th, 2024, officers were dispatched in response to a domestic violence call involving a family with a history of mental health issues. The argument escalated to the point where the mother was locked in a bathroom. Upon arrival, the officers were greeted by the daughter at the front door.
Hey, what's going on? We got a call.
So my mom is like just freaking out at me.
Okay.
I've had a lot of problems with her, but I'm like, so basically she took my car key and was just like, oh, I don't know where it went, but you know, she took it and she's just pretending like she doesn't know where it is.
Okay. Who else is in the house with you right now?
Just my mom.
Your mom's here in the house right now? Where's she at?
Upstairs, but it's just that she like, so I had to take an Uber to work today because she took my car key last night and it's just like not telling me where it is, was like laughing at me when I was looking for it for like 6 hours. I had to take an Uber to work and she's just like calling, like she's just trying to gaslight me that I lost the key, but she really just took it and I don't know what she like.
Okay. Do me a favor. Step down here for a second. I'm just talking right now. I want to talk to your mom.
After blaming her mother and portraying her as the villain, the officers wanted to understand the mother's perspective, but the daughter quickly became defensive, initially refusing to let the officers into the house. But they got in and confronted the mom and her daughter separately.
Please don't. Excuse me.
Wait,
I know. Oh, excuse me. I'm in my own house.
What are you trying to do? Oh, wait, hold up.
I'm in my own house.
Wait. I'm literally talking to you.
I'm literally in my own house.
No, I'm asking you. What are you doing?
I'm sorry.
So, the fire department, they just want to talk to you real quick. Just ask you a couple questions. You guys separated right now.
I'm sorry. The reason that I'm upset is because I feel like she's trying to fabricate something against me that I was violent when I was not. I'm telling you.
Your mom's gonna sign a petition to have you evaluated. I'd like you to come without any force, but we are going to the hospital. So, can we get you some shoes to put on so we can walk to the ambulance, please?
Put your shoes on.
I would not. I do not consent to this.
It's beyond that. It's beyond consent. Jay. You're being taken to the hospital. And again, I'd like to not have to force this situation. So I'm asking you, can we get you some shoes to put on so that we can go to the hospital?
At this point, despite the daughter's attempts to play the victim, the officers were determined to take her to the hospital, but she wouldn't make it easy for them.
Come on, check.
I'd like you to come with us.
Why are you doing this?
We're going to the
I'm
hospital.
not upset. Please get away from me. Just get away from me. Seriously. Get away from me, please. You don't need to do this to me. Why?
No, this camera's not moving.
Okay.
I'm gonna show this to the whole world what you're doing right now.
You're welcome to do that.
It's fine. Today we gotta go.
Taking you down.
Stop.
Uh-oh.
Stop, please. Stop. She stole my key. I don't. All I want is my key. No. I'm sorry. I won't say that. Okay, I won't say. I'm sorry.
You're hurting me.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to.
Stop
Because
resisting.
I won't. Whatever. If she. Why is? Please stop touching me. Stop touching me, please.
After much resistance, she gave in and finally agreed to go to the hospital. Once evaluated, she was processed and charged with domestic violence.
Dang. That was rapid fire. I like that one. I'm gonna try to find some more of them for the squad though, for real. But I got one that's for you to mess your head up. Hit the like button, subscribe, drop me some jewels or something, because this one right here is heavy. I'm talking about heavy. Family discovers missing dad's head inside a garbage bag. Ugh. Let's go.
Is that okay? Back up, please. Back up. Okay, back up. Back up.
Officers report to a seemingly routine traffic incident in Moses Lake, Washington. What no officer on scene realizes is that this encounter would be the start of a terrifying investigation, leading to the most dark and twisted body cam footage we've ever shown on this channel.
If you want justice,
I already know who did it.
listen to me, please.
Get out of your car and come get my kid. Put him in cuffs right now.
Don't say anything right now. We don't know.
Man, did you do it? Look at me. Man, did you do it?
It's an early Sunday afternoon on November 3rd when officers patrolling downtown Moses Lake identify a truck matching a stolen vehicle report logged just hours earlier. Multiple police units have been dispatched, more than typically assigned to a stolen vehicle report. Almost as if, from the very start, police somehow knew this vehicle theft report would soon unravel into something much worse.
145 back. We're slow rolling. Barking at Porterhouse.
Inside the vehicle is 27-year-old professional athlete Isaiah Thomas, the former A-star wide receiver for Eastern Oregon University, who is currently armed with a weapon.
Hello. Hey, go and get out of the car. Get out of the truck, please. Here's what happened. The truck was reported stolen. Whose truck is this? You talk to me, man.
It's my truck.
It's your truck? Yeah. Okay. Do you have your ID, registration? Just go and turn it off, please.
No, I be taking them, bro.
I apologize if it's your truck, but it wasn't registered in your name, man.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
There's ammunition in the front seat.
Okay. Okay.
I'll chill out, bro. Everything's gonna be okay.
All right, man. Just come on and step out of the car. Okay.
The ammunition on the passenger seat suggests that Isaiah might be carrying a weapon. The officer quickly realizes that this encounter could escalate at any moment, so they swiftly order him out of the vehicle, only to uncover something interesting about his identity.
What up, Greg?
What's up, man?
Alvarado?
Yeah, how you doing, Isaiah?
Another day.
Another day?
Hey, don't come here.
Don't reach for anything.
Bro,
You're detain you right now?
No, bro.
Okay, make sure you don't have any weapons on you, okay?
I do got a weapon on me.
What do you have?
I think I got a knife right here.
You
in
have a
my
knife? Pocket knife? This one? That's it? Okay.
Can I take a seat home?
I know y'all know I gotta bring that heat.
Okay.
It's ridiculous how bad I need one. No?
I hear you.
You knew you.
Yeah, so I went to high school with him. He was a star athlete, man. Then they started talking, it was kind of weird. Yeah, but...
It turns out Officer Alvarado and Isaiah went to high school together, and Alvarado recalls Isaiah as a standout football player who went on to compete at the college level. But now in front of him was a disoriented young man, barely able to focus and answer their questions in a stolen vehicle, a stark contrast to the athlete Alvarado once knew. In reality, there is a very good reason for Isaiah's odd behavior, one that Officer Alvarado will soon understand, as within minutes, Isaiah and his family will be at the center of a murder investigation, with only one question left unsolved. For now, officers decide to contact Isaiah's family to inform them of his recent actions and detainment. They quickly get his family contact details and call his mother, 47-year-old Cassie Thomas. However, the information Cassie provides shifts the course of the investigation in an unexpected way.
Hello?
Hello, this is Officer Alvarado with the Moses Lake Police Department. I'm trying to reach Cassie.
This is she?
Hey, do you have a son, Isaiah?
Yes, I do.
We had a call earlier about him being in someone else's vehicle. He's in a truck now, a gray Chevy Silverado.
Okay.
We're trying to figure out if this is his truck or not, because he's saying it is, but the person that called about him said that he stole the truck from another neighbor.
No, that's his and his grandfather's.
Okay, who's his grandpa, if you don't mind me asking?
Richard?
Richard?
Yeah, he probably let him borrow it. He's staying with his grandfather right now.
What's the address?
430 Dale.
Yep, that's where the truck was taken.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, no, that clarifies something, because we thought potentially this truck might have been stolen, so we were trying to figure it out.
No, I'm sorry about that.
No worries.
At this point, Officer Alvarado begins to realize the mistake they've made. Now it makes sense why Isaiah immediately asked for a lawyer. He was being accused of something he clearly didn't do. As Officer Alvarado continues speaking with Isaiah's mom, he decides to ask about something that's been worrying him since the very moment Isaiah stepped out of the truck.
I went to high school with Isaiah. He wasn't never really like this. Is everything okay?
It should be. He should be fine.
Okay. He just seemed a little bit off to me when he was talking.
Well, probably because he's being accused of something he didn't do. So.
It's his grandpa's truck. Yeah, he lives at 430 Dale. But thank you for answering my phone calls and my questions. It actually helps out a lot.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Officer Alvarado doesn't know it yet, but his suspicion that something is very wrong with Isaiah isn't far from the truth. Still, with no evidence tying Isaiah to a crime, they have no choice but to release him. But as he walks away, Officer Alvarado follows him, hoping to reconnect with his old friend.
Alright, bro. Let's walk over to the front of your truck real quick. I just want to tell you something right now. I know you don't want to talk about this, but it's cool. You don't have to, okay? So, you alright, man? You Like off the books, do you want to talk about anything? Because I'll turn off my camera right now. We can have a conversation, bro.
Like, it's just like we're at a time right now, bro.
Yeah.
It's a time in everybody's life, bro, where they just need to like really reevaluate what's going on, you know?
Yeah. If you need anything, please don't hesitate to call. I'll sit down and have a conversation with you, bro.
For sure.
All right?
Yes.
Take care.
To Alvarado, it seems Isaiah wants to say something, but he just can't find the words. For now, Isaiah gets into his truck and drives off, unaware that this won't be the last time today he'll be accused of a crime.
Dispatch, can I help you? Yeah, I was wondering if I could speak to somebody about missing person. In Moses Lake? It's my father. Nobody's seen him. Yes, Moses Lake. Okay. And his first and last name? Richard Andrews. And what is his home address? Is it the 430 Dale? Correct. All right, Kelly, I've got this report started. I'm going to hand it over to the officers. I just need you to try to find a recent picture of him. And if you hear from him or anything changes before they contact you, go ahead and give us a call back and let us know, okay? Okay.
On the phone is Kelly Kirkendall, reporting that her father, 75-year-old Richard Andrews, mysteriously vanished. Officers are sent to his address, and minutes later, they arrive to investigate.
Hello. Well, I'm doing better than you guys.
How's it going?
How are you?
Carmen.
Carmen? All right. Let me just talk to you.
Waiting for Sergeant Rodriguez are Carmen, Kelly, and Cassie, daughters of Richard Andrews, the missing elderly man. As he begins speaking to them, hoping to learn more about their father's disappearance, a familiar face steps out of the house.
So, we have no idea.
The neighbor talked to my husband. This is my husband, Mike.
Hi, Mike. I'm sorry.
He hasn't seen him in a day and a half or so. I haven't seen him longer than that, but his phone's been ringing. His sister's called. Nobody knows where he's at. So.
Okay. And is this normal?
No.
What's wrong?
Okay. What's that?
Nothing.
Do you know where is it your grandfather?
Yeah, it's my grandpa.
Do you know where he's at?
No, I have no clue where he's at.
No.
He didn't tell you anything where he was going? Did you see him leave?
No. So basically what I did see was him talking to somebody out here. He was kind of like parked a little farther out. Like he pulled off to the side a little bit. They're talking in the window. I looked down. That's it. He did tell me that he was going up to the res, but I just got confirmation from Greg, right? But he's not there, so I don't know.
Which res?
Colville?
Colville?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he has property up there, but we already put a phone call up there, and they said nobody's
there. About what time was it when you saw him last?
I don't remember.
Was it morning, afternoon, night time?
It was afternoon.
Afternoon?
It wasn't like late afternoon.
Okay. Alrighty.
While officers are surprised to be speaking with Isaiah and his mother Cassie for the second time that day, their priority right now is finding his grandfather, Richard. With the timeline now established and Isaiah believed to be the last person to see Richard, Sergeant Rodriguez turns his attention to him. But as their conversation unfolds, he begins to notice something strange about this family.
You said you saw him about a day and a half ago? And that would have been, yesterday afternoon sometime or the day before?
Yesterday? No, not yesterday. Was that a day? A day and a half ago.
So Friday, today's Sunday.
Friday. So, yeah, bro.
So November 1st.
Smoking the weed, bro.
When you saw him, what were you doing? What was going on with
that? Right there, smoking.
Okay, and where was he?
Right there, talking to that guy. And then I looked down, boom. And then that was that. Like,
was it weird for you that he wasn't here or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Okay.
He'd be gone for weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, because he has his property.
He'd be gone for weeks at a time. No one would be hearing
That's
from him.
why he's tripping. Why are we tripping?
Yeah, bro. Y'all.
But the only thing that's weird is that he left his wallet here.
That's the only weird thing that got me.
Okay. Okay. But it's not.
That's very strange to me.
But it's normal for him to be gone weeks at a time. But
we know where he's at.
Usually down at the Colville.
Yes.
What stands out to Rodriguez is how differently the family reacts to the disappearance of their relative. While Isaiah and his mother Cassie suggests that Richard's absence isn't especially unusual, with Isaiah even casually smoking weed, his daughter Kelly sees it very differently and appears genuinely concerned for her father in a way the others do not. That's when Isaiah's father, Anthony, arrives, bringing with him the breakthrough they've been waiting for.
Yeah. You're talking about it,
yeah, so
you need to go down to a shop and take some pictures down there. To me, it looks like there's something going on down there. It looks like some burnt that's laid out there and some.
Where's the shop?
His shop's down in the valley.
You know where the motorcycle shop is?
That's just, if he's not here, he's usually down there.
Oh, I got you. That's something. Do you think something else is going on down there?
No. I'm just saying that if he's not here, he's down there.
No, he's asking.
No, what I'm saying is that's something that was out there. It was looked like there's some burnt up shit out there that's never been there.
I don't know the address. What's Carmen's address?
A day and a half ago. Bro, why y'all keep all in? No, because y'all pissing me off. Hey, you pissing me off too. Everybody pressing me like I.
You're the closest thing to him.
Okay,
the last
and I
person
told
we've
you.
seen. That's why. So
I'm not gonna.
No need to get frustrated. I
have to keep peeing myself. Would you be able to take one of my officers down there to where the shop is at?
Yeah.
Just so that way we know exactly what we're talking about. Right. And so that way if he's there, that's great.
Right.
Do you remember what he was wearing, Isaiah?
I do not recall.
Because that's part of the report that I'm taking, so I can enter it into the system.
I'm not bugging, man.
Okay, I know. I'm just letting you know. There's zippers. I think. Okay. Well, we leave that.
No, those are in the house.
So you need jewelry?
Jewelry.
No.
You don't wear jewelry.
No, let me.
Oh, sorry.
Let me talk to him. Thank you.
Don't wear jewelry.
Okay.
You want to have him follow me?
Yeah. So, because we don't know the exact address, if you want to follow Anthony down to his shop down in Cascade Valley.
Okay.
His cell phone's here, wallet's here, everything's here, dog's here. Just whatever he had on his person in his pocket is all.
Okay.
So, all right. Thank you.
Anthony and several other family members head to the shop with a deputy, while Sergeant Rodriguez stays behind to gather the remaining details. As he does so, he takes note of the family's statements so far, and what stands out is Anthony's frustration with Isaiah. It seems like the two of them know something the others don't, as the way Anthony questions his son sounds like he's accusing him of being involved with Richard's disappearance. Meanwhile, Isaiah is being defensive, claiming everyone is overreacting. His mother, on the other hand, remains calm, smiling, and at times even answering questions that weren't directed at her. Rodriguez notes the contrast in this family's behavior and steps away to drive to Richard's shop. But before he can go, Isaiah's mother would make a horrifying statement, one that would come back to haunt her.
So I'll get this logged in, and then if you guys have anything, give me a call.
Get out of your car and come get my kid. Put him in cuffs right now.
Don't say anything right now. We don't know. Okay. So yeah, let me know. Okay. Thank you.
Those statements are coming from Isaiah's mother, Cassie, as she approaches the officer just out of frame. In a sudden shift, Cassie tells the sergeant to arrest her own son, catching him completely off guard. Just moments ago, she hadn't seemed particularly concerned. Now she's adamant that Isaiah is guilty of something. It's a sharp change in behavior, one that leaves officers wondering if Cassie knows far more than she's letting on. For now, the sergeant doesn't fully understand what Cassie's implying, but in the next few minutes, her urgency will make a lot more sense. By now, Anthony is on his way to Richard's shop, just 2 miles from the house, with a patrol unit following closely behind. And as the first deputy pulls up to the shop, he notices several other family members have also gathered. Expecting to find a lead on Richard's whereabouts, they would instead uncover something no one was prepared to see.
Well, it's on some chart right here. They're saying truck. There must have was a truck that must have backed up right here. They're saying, right?
Okay. Is that okay? Back up, please. Back up, please. Back up, please.
I want to see. I want to make sure.
Back up. Hold on.
I don't see anything.
Him, calm down. Oh my God.
Okay, back up, please. Back up. Okay, ma'am, can you come this way, please? Ma'am, can you come this way, please? Ma'am. 141, Mike. I need 106 to my location. Okay. Ma'am, can you take her over there, please? Please. This is now a crime scene. We need to
Yes, I know. I'm trying to get her.
Okay, I know.
Oh, Kelly.
Sarge, he's buried in the ground. There's someone buried underneath the ground.
Buried in a shallow grave in the front yard of his own shop lies the dead body of 75-year-old Richard Andrews. Richard's daughter, Kim, is the first to see him. She recognizes her father immediately, revealing part of his leg with the same jeans he always wore. It's a horrifying discovery for them to make. Even the deputy is shaken and unable to control the situation on his own. But as he observes the family, something about it feels off. By the time he arrived, the family had already begun digging, and within moments of uncovering Richard's body, they started pointing fingers, fixating on the one person they're convinced is responsible.
I'm not moving right. I can't.
Okay.
Don't touch me.
Do you want me to help you?
No. Don't touch me.
Okay.
I knew this was going to happen. That was it. His son, my sister's son that's at their house right now did it. And the gun's probably on the bed. It's a rifle.
It's laying in my mom's bed. She's on the bed. We got some mental illness.
So we're having the county respond, okay? And their supervisor is going to come, and they're probably going to set up a containment, okay? Please, I just ask that you guys try to cooperate as much. I can't make any promises.
No, we're not leaving.
Okay, well, ma'am.
I'm not calling her right now. Is somebody over there
if you
being that
wanna-
little psychopath?
Hold on. If you want to do what's best for
No, what I want to
Richard
do
right now,
is go to my
okay?
dad's
I just need you
and
guys.
do something.
Please don't, okay? I just need you guys to at least try to have some understanding, okay? And I want you guys to listen.
To the officer's surprise, Kim doesn't hesitate to blame her nephew, Isaiah, despite there being no direct evidence linking him to what happened here. Shaken and unsure how to handle the situation, the deputy allows the family to remain at the crime scene even after the body is discovered. Then, 2 minutes later, Sergeant Rodriguez finally arrives, stepping straight into the chaos. He tries to regain control of the situation, but it doesn't take long before he loses his patience.
Where are they at?
He's under there.
Okay, we didn't touch it.
They touched it when I was coming up here. They were touching it.
Ma'am, let's get away, please. Ma'am, we need to preserve, okay? Come on. We need to make sure that we do this, okay? I'm right here.
No.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Stand over here, please. And then it looks like there's some stuff burned over.
Okay. Yeah, we need everybody, please. We need everybody back, please, okay? Ma'am, we do need everybody out of here. If you want, we need to preserve this, okay? I get it, you're upset. But if you want justice...
I already know who did it.
Listen to me, please. I know you know.
Yeah.
We need other things to make this work. Please.
Despite Kim's certainty, officers aren't yet convinced that Isaiah is their killer, because as they inspect the scene closer, something else stands out. Something that starts to point to someone very different. Burnt debris is scattered across the grass, clear sign that something had been intentionally destroyed. But the cover-up goes even deeper. The section of lawn where Richard was buried had been cut out, replaced, and even watered afterwards, an effort to make the yard appear completely untouched. For investigators, it's still unclear whether Richard was murdered here or only his body was dumped. To find out, they need to search his shop, standing just a few feet away.
Sheriff's office, make yourself known. Come out with your hands up.
Police, anybody in here?
Sheriff's office, come out with your hands up. Make yourself known. Yeah, I'm gonna go right, you go left.
Yep.
Got it?
LA, what up?
Up ahead is Richard's shower, and strangely, the deputy notices it appears to have been recently used, suggesting the killer may have been here only minutes earlier. Officers then continue clearing the rest of the shop, finding no signs of a struggle. Nothing to suggest Richard was killed here, so they shift their focus to securing a search warrant for his house, a search that would end very differently. As officers begin to regain control of the chaotic scene, Richard's daughter Cassie arrives, the same woman who had told the sergeant earlier to arrest her son, Isaiah. Why she accused him before the body had even been discovered is now a question detectives need to answer. But first, they have to break the devastating news to her.
Yeah, I know.
I need to see.
No, we can't. We're gonna
I just need to see.
just let's go around that way. That's going to be his, but the family members are the ones driving it. So.
What? No! Please, let me see.
No, you can't go. Now you can't. Listen, you
I
can't.
just gotta see.
Anthony, we can't cross.
Look over the
I know
top. I'm not gonna go across the line.
She just wants to look over the line. She won't go past the line. I'll make sure. Look by the door.
Please.
By the door. By the door.
What up?
Naturally, Cassie is distraught, not only because her father is dead, but because she suspects her own son may be responsible. For now, officers continue securing the scene and prepare to send Richard's body for autopsy. But as they do, they begin to overhear the family frantically talking amongst themselves, and what they're saying would suggest the situation is only escalating because someone else might be about to get hurt.
Right. We have one that's confirmed in a shallow grave.
Oh.
Do not start talking, please. Don't say anything. Just be quiet, please. You know what's going on
over there already.
I get it, but we need. I've heard everybody, but we need things to figure out. 106 Mac. We need units down at 430 Dale. Ma'am, please.
I can't get out because behind
We're going to have to leave the truck here for now. Please.
Where am I supposed to go then?
I just want you to walk that way, please.
145 background clear. Hey, David. And there's 106 man.
106 Mac. I have the father heading down to 430 Dale, and possible suspect is there, and it might not be good.
According to Carmen, Anthony is furious and already on his way back to the house, convinced his own son Isaiah is responsible. He's just seen the body of his father-in-law buried in the ground, so what he does next is completely unpredictable. Multiple units are quickly sent to the house, racing to get there before Anthony confronts Isaiah. Minutes later, officers make it to the house just seconds ahead of Anthony, who is right behind them, along with the rest of the family, all demanding answers.
Nope. Just stay back. Stay back. Stay back. Back up. Stay back. Go back now.
No, come on. Did you, Isaiah?
Need you guys to stay back, okay? Please. Just to the left. Secure him in your car. Thomas. Frisk him for weapons, please.
Dave, did you do it?
Please stay back, sir.
Sam, did you do it? Look at me. Did you do it?
Please. I need you to stay back, sir.
Did you do it, Isaiah? Look at me.
Why would I look at you?
Yeah, you're my firstborn. Did you do it? There. One more time.
No, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's not the
So my lawyer.
Man, no blows, bro.
All right, just go ahead and get in here. I'm gonna take a seat. Close the door. Here's the deal. That's family. Yeah. One of their family members on deceased, right? Yeah. So they came down here to confront him because they think he did it. Yeah. The only reason he's in cuffs right now, we don't.
I thought he was like the suspect.
No, we don't have BC or reason. Right now he's in there because they think he did it. We need to keep them separated. Okay? Okay. Got it? Cool.
For the second time today, Isaiah is accused of a crime. Only now it's something far more serious, and the accusations are coming from his own family. They stand by, watching as he's taken into custody, convinced the case is now solved. But what officers are about to uncover would complicate everything, revealing that no one in this family can truly be trusted. Isaiah is transported to the Grant County Jail on probable cause. Police continue speaking with the rest of the family, but by now Richard's daughters are too shaken to talk. So investigators turn to his son-in-law, Greg, one of the first to discover the body, and they're about to learn that he has vital information that would begin to piece together this meticulous murder.
So let's start from the beginning. How do you know the guy who works on the shop out here?
Richard is my father-in-law that I married one of his daughters last year.
Okay, so he is your current father-in-law.
He is my father-in-law, and we live across the street.
Okay, so you're pretty close with him.
I was very close to him.
Okay, what do you think happened?
I think that there may have been some type of transaction at Richard's house with Isaiah. I don't know exactly the full details of what's going on with him, but I know he's been having issues, paranoia issues and things of that nature.
What do you mean by transaction? Like an altercation?
Yeah, what I think is Richard's, he's old school. He's not into the wipe at the back or the marijuana. And I think maybe he confronted him.
Somebody said something about the tarp that you saw.
Yeah, I had a tarp. We had a tarp at the house. And I'm not saying that's the actual tarp, but I know that it was a brown and gray tarp.
That you had at your house?
That we had at our house, and it was sitting right there and really by my truck where the barbecue is and stuff, and I haven't seen it, so I don't know if it blew away, I don't know, but it was missing.
And sure enough, when the family began digging, they discovered Richard's body had been fully wrapped in a brown and gray tarp. With that tarp belonging to Greg, it now raises two possibilities. Either he just incriminated himself, or whoever did this used it specifically to frame him. And Greg has his own theory about who may have set him up.
Isaiah's been acting pretty strange lately.
You've met Isaiah?
Yes.
Has he ever been to your house?
Yes.
Okay.
And the last time he was there, he was super paranoid about everything.
Does he drive Richard's truck very often?
Everybody drives Richard's trucks often, to be honest with you.
Okay.
People drive him all the time.
Is that okay? Back up, please. Back up. Back up. Okay, back up. Back up.
Officers report to a seemingly routine traffic incident in Moses Lake, Washington. What no officer on scene realizes is that this encounter would be the start of a terrifying investigation, leading to the most dark and twisted body cam footage we've ever shown on this channel.
If you want justice,
I already know who did it.
Listen to me, please.
Get out of your car.
That's it?
strange lately.
You've met Isaiah?
Yes.
Has he ever been to your house?
Yes.
Okay.
And the last time he was.
You all right, babe?
That's it. I don't like that one. That kind of left me on like a little climax. I don't like that. That one's kind of whack. Hold on, because I don't like that one. I ain't like how it ended. It kind of, yeah, I ain't like that. Yeah, that sucks. I need to get my I need to see what you got charged with. Oh, that's something. Tell me it's still pending or something. Don't do me like that. God. Sheesh. All right, we still making good time. I got one more. That's it's a serial killer realizes police found his body collection.
Totally cooperating, just with not doing anything, not cooperating. Sir, I will be very cooperative. What's your name, please?
That's not you on the 27th. Food line parking lot, Traveler's Rest.
Don't think so.
Look, man.
Where's that? I don't know where Edna is. Yes, you do. It's not making sense. You're the last person to be in a vehicle you wipe out of a lady that's missing. That sounds really f***ed up.
28 years ago, this man kidnapped a woman and was sentenced to 30 years in prison for it. 3 decades later, 80-year-old Edna Suttles is spotted picking him up in a parking lot. This would be the last time Edna was ever seen alive. Days later, detectives traced Edna's movement and discovered CCTV footage of the same man driving her car.
She's missing right now. Yes, Dan, where is Edna? I don't have a clue.
But that's when police found out Edna wasn't the only victim.
Oh.
If you tell them to turn that off, I'll talk to you a little more.
Time around 9 a.m. on August 27th, 80-year-old Edna leaves her home in Traveler's Rest to look after a friend. Hours later, 911 dispatchers receive a concerning call.
Greenville County 911, what's your emergency? A sitter was supposed to show up to be with my mom today. Her name is Edna Suttles, and she didn't show up. This is not like her. She shows up like clockwork. So something's wrong.
But this call was only the beginning of a long chain of mysteries. As officers arrived at Edna Suttles' home for a welfare check based on these reports, they received no response. There were no signs of a break-in, and Edna was nowhere to be seen. However, when police asked Edna's son, he pointed out that $50,000 worth of jewelry was missing from the home. More importantly, though, her car was missing too. If the cops could find that, they might be able to figure out where she had gone. This meant that finding Edna's vehicle would be the most instrumental step in this investigation, as it would give a clue about her last known whereabouts. Immediately, a hunt for Edna's car began, and 6 days later, it was found abandoned in the parking lot of a hotel in Traveler's Rest. This was odd, as Edna lived close by and didn't need to stay at a hotel. A check with the staff also revealed that no one under the name of Edna was staying there. So to get to the bottom of this mystery, the cops decided to try and trace back Edna's movement using CCTV cameras starting from her home. At 9:30 a.m., a camera at a nearby pawn shop captures Edna leaving her home and driving towards a local Food Lion grocery store. 9 minutes later, Edna arrives at the store to pick something up. A man approaches the vehicle with 2 bags in his hand and sits alongside Edna, who then drives off back to her home. 4 hours later, at 1:43 p.m., Edna's car leaves her home again and arrives at the same Food Lion once more. But this time, the person exiting the driver's seat isn't Edna at all. It's the same old white man she picked up earlier, who immediately moves to his car and parks it next to Edna's. He then drags something out of her car, placing it into his. Initially, it was difficult to identify what the man moved from the Jeep to the Chevrolet, but after a frame-by-frame analysis, it wasn't a question of what was moved, but who. Because in a chilling discovery, officers would realize the footage showed the unmistakable golden hair of Edna Suttles. 4 minutes later, at 1:47 p.m., the man drives Edna's car into the hotel's parking lot and parks it in the same spot that the detectives found the vehicle in. He exits and begins wiping down the door and seats, trying to get rid of any evidence of his presence. By 2:14 p.m., the man returns to his vehicle at Food Lion and drives off, marking the last that was seen of Edna and the man. The most crucial part of this investigation is to now figure out who exactly the man in the video is. But due to the grainy footage and his distance from most cameras, this proved to be difficult, and the investigation seemed like it would come to a standstill. But detectives had an idea. Since the man exited the store with bags in his hand, a purchase was made, and this realization would be the most crucial breakthrough in the case. Immediately, officers began retrieving footage from inside the store, and when they reviewed it, they came to a harrowing realization. This was Daniel Prince, a man who only 24 years prior to this got put in a federal prison for kidnapping. 24 years prior to this incident, in 1997, Daniel was responsible for the kidnapping of a woman in Michigan. He had her tied up, shackled her hands, and it was by sheer luck that she managed to free herself before escaping. Even though he was sentenced to a maximum of 30 years for this crime, he was released by 2009 on parole. But the worst was yet to come. Daniel began working as a handyman for predominantly elderly single ladies, a demographic that not only matched his previous victim, but also that of Edna's. For officers, the realization now begins to settle in. They have a kidnapper on the run, and there might be a chance that he has kept Edna alive. Not knowing where she is, they had to act fast before this glimmer of hope dimmed. Even with this disturbing past, detectives didn't have enough evidence to press strong charges for kidnapping or murder. However, they had established probable cause for grand larceny involving Edna's Jeep. A warrant to arrest Prince and search his property was granted, and officers were quickly dispatched to Prince's residence to take him into custody.
Totally cooperating. Just relax. Not doing anything. Not cooperating. All right, just stand up on your feet.
Howdy.
Sir, I will be very cooperative.
Despite the number of heavily armed officers that just descended on Prince's property, he remained noticeably calm and composed, as if he had a plan to escape this predicament. The following footage was analyzed by our in-house criminal research specialist and retired detective to shed some light on key techniques and strategies used during the questioning. When he is brought into the interrogation room, the detectives start with a relaxed, friendly conversation, a tactic used to put suspects at ease. They don't want him to know they've caught him on camera just yet.
What do you do now? I do a lot of home remodeling, home repairs. I lay a lot of tile. I got a customer base that has me doing stuff.
Okay, so why Boston, North Carolina, come all the way down from, say, Michigan or Wisconsin?
Okay, here, this is real easy. I'm originally from the east side of the state of Michigan, but I was in prison in Michigan for a while, and when I paroled to the west side of the state.
Okay. What did you get locked up for? Because you said you got paroled.
I was locked up for a kidnapping charge.
Okay.
And I did 13 and a half years for that.
Oh, wow.
I did 1.5 years for a false statement on a vehicle title. You know, when they're not sure if they're going to make something, they want something to hold you with. So the false statement, that's all that was. The kidnapping, I was doing some bad shit that I shouldn't have been doing, but I shouldn't have gotten kidnapping, but I was doing some bad shit.
What kind of shit? What shit have you gotten?
I really don't want to say.
Just bullshit. Just bullshit.
Nothing when you're talking to two police detectives in a room. It's just bullshit. Okay, I've been through the system enough to know that. Yeah. All I'm going to say about that is I did my time. I made my first parole, and I haven't been in trouble since.
Hey, and that's great to know. You know, a lot of people, especially being what you've been through, they come out and they go right back to it.
Just because he's a convicted criminal doesn't mean he's involved in Edna's disappearance, but the evidence the detectives have paints a different picture altogether from the hard-working, reformed criminal he claimed to be.
I told you that August 27th, 2021 of this year.
What day of the week was that?
It was a Friday.
Okay.
Okay, so specifically the 27th.
Mm-hmm.
What, 2 weeks ago? Do you remember where you were at?
Not specifically.
Where do you think you were at?
I've been going all over the place. I've been back and forth to Charlotte. I've been down to South Carolina.
Where's the jobs in South Carolina taking you?
Actually, I was down to Traveler's Rest, but I don't know if it was Friday or Thursday. I know I'd been there earlier that week.
But you don't remember which day specifically?
No, it was either Thursday or Friday.
What kind of job were you working on?
I wasn't.
You wasn't?
I wasn't. This lady had talked to me several times. I'd been down to her house 2 or 3 times. We kind of got to be friends. This woman has so many damn problems, mostly her daughter. She would call me and have me come down there.
Okay.
She said she needed to have money at one point in time to help her daughter because her daughter was in jail. Then she needed money another time because she was hiring a private investigator. Because her son-in-law she talked to me all kinds of stuff about it. We got to be pretty good friends about stuff like that.
How'd you meet her initially?
Years ago.
Okay.
Years ago, and it was somebody giving me her name or number, or my name and number.
Here, the detectives are analyzing his behavior and allowing Prince to dig a hole for himself that he's going to struggle to escape from. When they reveal they know the truth, he's going to try and deny his guilt, even when the evidence speaks for itself.
What you're telling us is that's not you on the 27th? Food Line parking lot, Traveler's Rest?
I don't think so.
That's not you.
That's me. Where's that?
Food Line, August 27th, 2021, 9:23.
Okay.
22 seconds. Ring a bell?
Yep. Yeah, I went down to Food Line. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So what were you doing down there that day?
She wanted me to look at some stuff at her house.
Okay.
And she picked me up at Food Lion because she wanted me with her when she was gonna go meet some guy for private investigator.
Okay. Yeah. Tell us about that.
She wanted me to meet her down there.
Okay.
She was nervous because she says, I'm not sure I trust this guy. And she knows I've been in the military. And she says, will you meet me? She wanted me to see if this guy was going to meet her where he was supposed to meet her.
Do you know where?
There was a hotel lobby that he finally said, meet me at the hotel.
Okay.
She says, drive up there and see if he's there. And I drove up there, and things are starting to sound really squirrely to me.
This is a common deflective behavior. Prince is not only trying to deflect suspicion away from himself, he's trying to point suspicion directly at someone else. In this case, the private investigator. According to Prince, Edna wanted to meet the private investigator the day before she was reported missing, even though she didn't feel safe meeting him alone. Luckily, detectives have seen the whole thing on camera, and it completely contradicts everything Prince is saying.
What were you driving? I was driving a blue car.
Your wife's car or your car?
My wife's car.
So that's y'all coming down 25, you and her together?
It could be.
That's her car. That's about 13:45 on the 27th.
Okay.
So you're with her there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not saying yeah. I'm just saying that could be her.
Yeah, it's a different angle. I mean, we've watched this car, right?
Okay.
Here's y'all in the hotel parking lot.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, look. There's y'all backing in.
Yep.
And a couple of different copies of it. Backing in.
Yeah.
Oh, look. You get out. Nobody else gets out.
I told you that.
You're walking around the car.
Yeah.
You wiped the entire car down.
Because I was worried.
You were worried. There's you walking across the parking lot in front of Little Caesars.
Mm-hmm.
And there's you getting back into your car and driving away.
Oh, she's with me.
Look, man.
You are a good dude. I honestly do believe that you screwed up years and years ago.
Prince seems visibly stunned by the amount of photographic evidence the detective is showing him, and even though it can't be refuted, Prince is going to try and lie his way out of it. But that's not the only evidence detectives manage to find along the way, as there's mud on the wheels of Prince's car, leading detectives to believe he drove off-road to either kill Edna or to dump her body. And this is when we arrive at the pivotal moment where Prince's story starts to fall apart.
You're not a bad guy, right? Nobody is saying that you're some evil, twisted dude.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? We need to know where it is. We've processed the car. We found the dirt. Where did you go off-road?
I never
Where did you leave?
Oh, I can tell you exactly where she and I had gone off-road, please. When we were going from 25 south, there was, off to the right, there was a truck with a trailer and another vehicle there that had a for sale sign on it. And it looked like an older truck, and I needed a work truck. And I went ahead and I pulled in and with her, and then we pulled out. And it was right there on 25.
Even in the face of such overwhelming evidence, Prince still denies any wrongdoing and even tries to take control of the situation. But detectives have him cornered, and he's quickly starting to struggle to maintain his composure.
Where's right now? Her family is desperately looking for her.
She's missing right now.
Yes, Dan, where is it?
I don't have a clue. I dropped her off at her house.
Dan, please listen. You did not drop her off at her house. We have followed that car the entire day up and down 25.
Mm-hmm.
There's a number of minutes that are unaccounted for that are not by her house.
Which car? Mine or hers?
Dan, stop playing games. You know what?
Okay, I can help you. Yeah, give me a second. You gotta let me answer the questions when they're asked. When I dropped her vehicle off, looking for the guy, she said she wanted me to take her and drive around in my vehicle. So I left her vehicle. I went down to Food Lion, and she was in my vehicle with me. And I dropped her off at home.
Dan, we watched the video. She is not.
The car sits there.
It sits there, man.
No, not in her car. Never. My car. I dropped her off in my car.
You did not drop anyone off, man.
I picked her back up. She sat in my car at Food Lion, and I went back and got her.
No, you did not.
The detectives are beginning to apply more pressure on Prince, knowing everything he's telling them is a lie. But he continues to stay on the defense, even trying to brush off the facts that he might have destroyed potential evidence.
I don't know where it is.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Damn.
Let's go back to why you wiped the car down. What you said you were worried about what?
The only thing I did was because I knew I'd been in and out of her car all the time with her. I'm like, there is no way in hell I'm going to just leave this thing here because she's got somebody that's after her.
Prince tries to deflect suspicion again by suggesting Edna may have been in some kind of danger, but he doesn't realize just how prepared these detectives are.
Who would be after her? That guy with the truck. She said she didn't trust him.
The PI?
Yeah. So somebody she hired as a PI.
His story's totally different. He's been doing work for her. I mean, on the son-in-law thing. I mean, he had no action. He didn't meet her today. So
right. That's why I said she hired another PI. I'm sure you're recording this.
It's not making sense. I mean, you're the last person to be in a vehicle you wiped out of a lady that's missing.
That sounds really fun.
It does. That's why we're here.
I've been real honest with you guys. I told you what was going on.
The detectives managed to get Prince to admit he was with Edna on the day she disappeared. While Prince tried to convince them he was helping her meet a suspicious private investigator, they know it's a desperate attempt to deflect suspicion and distance himself from the crime. Prince insisted he dropped Edna off at her home, safe and well, but the detectives established that he was the last person to see her alive, and because of this interrogation, they locked him into a lie that would eventually lead to a chilling confession. When detectives search Prince's property, they find several automatic weapons. Because of his previous convictions, he's forbidden from owning any firearms. That means he could be facing a federal charge and be detained for even longer. While he's detained, they continue to search his land and find one of the most crucial pieces of evidence yet, a yogurt cup. This is the yogurt he bought shortly before Edna disappeared, and it's laced with a cocktail of drugs. Lorazepam, tramadol, and cyclobenzaprine can cause central nervous system depression when they're combined. When this happens, the body's neurological functions slow down. In other words, you're under sedation, exactly as Edna was in the parking lot when she was seen in Prince's car. After feeding her the laced yogurt, there's nothing Edna can do to stop him, and she's led away to her death at the hands of this sadistic killer. Prince begins to realize he's cornered and has nowhere to run, so they bring him back in for more questioning, where he makes a full confession as he admits to 3 more murders, including those of Lee Goodman, Dolores Sellers, and her daughter, Nancy Rigo. The first victim was Dolores. Daniel had euthanized Dolores Sellers at the request of her daughter, Nancy Rigo. However, Nancy began to have second thoughts and wanted to contact the police, putting her directly in the crosshairs of Daniel Prince, a mentally disturbed serial killer. Nancy Rigo was now his second victim. Even worse is the fact that for several years, Daniel began receiving Nancy's social security checks because she had given him her power of attorney. Moreover, the search of Daniel's property would also reveal several of Nancy's documents. Since 2017, after her murder, Daniel pretended to be Nancy by sending her family emails and messages in an attempt to prevent them from thinking that she was dead. Daniel's third victim was Lee Goodman, who allegedly attempted to rob him, according to Daniel. Much like Nancy and Edna, her body was disposed of in some desolate area. And finally, Daniel's fourth and final victim was Edna Suttles, whose body would be found 1 year later on May 16, 2022, in a grave close to Daniel's home in Rutherford County. Although decomposed, officers were able to positively identify it as Edna and return the body to her loved ones. But even in the face of his crimes, he would never let go of his chance to leverage as much information as he could.
There was quite a lot of stuff found in your B house. There could be a million explanations for some of that stuff, and I don't want to jump to conclusions. And if there is something that happened that you didn't intend to happen, let's talk about it.
There are things that have to happen, and there are things that are going to happen.
What?
And I'm a realist, and I have acceptance with this. I would like a little bit of control in how they happen. If you tell them to turn that off, I'll talk to you a little more freely.
When they turn the cameras off, Prince makes a final attempt to take control and influence the outcome in his favor. Daniel Prince avoided a trial by making a deal with authorities. He would tell them about the location of Edna's body, and in turn, his case would go federal because of the better living conditions in federal prisons. Not only that, but he would also avoid the death penalty and instead receive a life sentence. One would think that the detectives were naive to turn off their cameras and not record Daniel's confession, but unbeknownst to Prince, the investigators keep the backup audio recording running after shutting down the camera. This is the chilling confession he made.
Okay, let's put it this way. A person I was very good friends with wanted to do something to put someone basically out of their misery that was very closely related to them. That's one body. That person started having an extreme amount of guilt over this and decided they were going to go tell what had happened. That's the second body. There's a third body that I did not kill, and I knew that they'd be getting Social Security disability for the rest of their life. So I got rid of said bodies, for example, so that I could continue to use the car.
By any chance, while he's getting all this squared away, can you just help me get that closure for Edna's family?
Not until I have this. I clam up like a clam if this doesn't go federal for everything.
Damn. Now that's the end of that one. That was chilling. That was real deal Holyfield McGrill right there. My boy was still collecting the checks though. Sheesh. Now, I wanted to kind of leave it at that for the night. Thank you for looking up that crime and getting us the end of that. I seen it in the chat. I appreciate that. That was dope. We got some very smart individuals that grace our channel, and I'm appreciative. Man, you know what? I made, guess what I made, y'all? I made some crime t-shirts. And I got do y'all like these? Y'all like them Jones right there? I finally made them. I got us some crime joints, y'all. You can get those at sayitwithyourchest.com. If you don't know how to spell that or anything like that, it looks like that. I run it at the bottom, and then I also stick it right there. sayitwithyourchess.com. Say it with your moves. Say it because you're cool. Wear it if you ain't scared. Say it with your chest. It says, stay alive, don't get murdered. If you want to get you some of that. And look, they also gave me one of these things. I don't know how this works. I don't know if y'all can see the little thing at the bottom. I don't know if you got to take a picture of it or a screenshot or something. I don't know how that works, but right now got a promo code at checkout. If you put in the promo code TWOFER, then you get $3 off. And then if you put in the code LOVE, LOVE, you get free shipping. And then if you do the early bird code, you get off 10%. So I think the 2-for-1 is a better code because it gets you $3 off, or you can get free shipping. But yeah, I said I was going to do that for the people. I got another one I'm gonna unveil probably on the next live. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna unveil the next t-shirt on the next live. But hey, man, y'all appreciate y'all rolling with the kid, man. We're gonna do it again tomorrow night. It's always lit on Friday too, so I hope to see y'all around. I got about 3 videos to do tomorrow, so it's gonna be an action-packed day. Unless y'all want to sprinkle me with some jewels or something. Couple super chats. I did have a goal up there. I didn't see if anybody touched my goal for an extra hour of the streams. I mean, I didn't know if y'all knew that was available, but I can be bought. I can be. If y'all want to if y'all want a little extra stream, I did have a super chat goal up there. You know, jewels are always good because I got some more crime. Best believe the crime is on deck. I got enough crime for a lot of time. You understand? And I'm chilling. I'm like, whatever. If y'all want some more crime, or y'all want to save it for tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know how to. I don't know how they got the QR code within the program, so I don't know how it works. I would have that boggled me a little bit too, but whatever. They gave me the ability to do it, so I was just kind of flexing. Come on, let me see what y'all talking about. Y'all want some more crime? Cause I got some different kinds of crime. I got some bite-sized ones, and then I got remember the top 10s that we was doing last night. I got a bunch of them. I got a bunch of them had lined up that we was doing last night. The little kind of rapid fire joints. I got a couple of them. You know I'm gonna keep y'all laced up with the good crime. I got some different ones too. I was gonna venture out into some like crime stories, but what I don't like is how they don't show, like, it's not a lot of pictures, and that could get boring. So like I wanted to make I gotta make sure it stays spicy. You know what I'm saying? Got yeah. It's gotta stay nice. But it's all good though. If y'all want to save it and do like a mega stream tomorrow night. You know what I'm saying? Like a little mega little stream tomorrow night. We can do that tomorrow night, no problem. Call it a night. I think we got a nice little dosey dose of crime. We could break it down by city, or break it down by state and city, like the top 10 most crimes in each city. Like I found a gold mine of crime, y'all. You know I be scouring. You know I be scouring the streets. I found a gold mine. But nevertheless, I love y'all for typing in. I ain't gonna hold you, but I'm gonna mold you, fold you, and scold you about being on code. And you know, I got 4 words for you. If you're new here, I need you to go ahead and subscribe for the vibes, like for the spike, comment your vomit, share. Uh-oh, my man hit me with a little something. All right, I see you, brother. Trying to get me in there in the game. The BNK, he like, man, come on, man. Let me sprinkle you with a few jewels, man. You got an error message. It's say just if you go to sayitwithyourchest.com, it should go straight there. We still own the domain name. It works. Just got to make sure you spell it right here. Let me put it up on the screen to make it work for you one time. Just to help you out real quick. There you go. That's how you spell it. It's kind of unorthodox, but that's for, search reasons, so that you can actually find it. But if you go, also another way you can get it is you can go to the YouTube store. If you go to the store in YouTube, it's in the YouTube store as well, which makes it really, really easy. And the store is on the Keep It P Raw channel and the Keep It P podcast channel. Like if you click on it, it'll take you to, if you click on any shirt, it'll take you to it. And then you can click up in the top where it says, here, matter of fact, let me show y'all how it go. If you go to YouTube and then you go to like the store right here, right? Say you're on the channel, then you can go down and then you can click on any one of these products right here, and then it'll take you to this screen. And then you'll see say it with your chest right here at the top. Boom, that'll come up. And if you scroll down, blah down, you will see the t-shirts. You'll see the mugs. Hold on, matter of fact, let me do the big screen so y'all can see. You'll see the t-shirts. You'll see the mugs. Hold on, maybe I should do it like that. Okay, boom. Let me do that again real quick, just so you can see everything. When you on the channel, boom, you scroll down and it says store. You go over there to the store. Then you see the products. You click on one of the products. Boom. Then you see say it with your chest up there in the corner. Bam, you should see this. If you scroll down, you should see stay alive. Don't get murdered. Right? Hold on. Let me hold on. Boom. You see that? Matter of fact, you see this. Boom. Then you scroll down and then you see the t-shirts, the mugs, the hoodies, the sweatshirts. You know what I'm saying? And then the codes be at the top of the screen so you can't miss them. So you can always get your off at the top of the screen. But yeah, got the little joints right there for the sit nail. You know what I'm talking about? On the crime side of the game. Again, let me blow the shirt up. Got them in a couple colors. Got the pink one for the ladies. Got the dark blue one that looks pretty dope. Got the red. The red is pretty hot. The red is pretty fire. The white one actually, the white one, yeah, okay, yeah, because the white one's pretty cool too on the tan side of the game, like with some white and tan joints, something maybe with a gum bottom on them. That'd be kind of dope. But yeah, I got a couple colors. The black stands out proud, but you know my favorite color is red. That's my favorite color right now. But yeah, man, you know, go tap in with your boy. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I ain't gonna hold you. But I'm a mold you, fold you, scold you about being on code. And you know I got 4 words for you. Love, peace, blessings, and aloha. I'm out the Doha for Shoha. You already know. You got